So I hope we're live.
Indeed, we are.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So welcome everyone. While the viewers are loading in, pouring in, I'll just open the brackets really quickly. I think uh, let's just discuss the brackets. Let's just discuss the format, the rules, how the tournament is shaping up, who are your favorites. I don't know, just things like that before we start the game. I think that'd be the best. So yeah, welcome everyone. This is Come Get Some, bringing you two series in the round of 32, proudly with my co-caster Magus. Bow your heads for Magus, the only true emperor in the 21st century. I mean, if he
Salvete, sum imperator Kaiser, Gaius Julius Vegas.
if my camera was on, you'd see me bowing my head down to the great Magus.
as it's appropriate.
It reminds me of the Game of Thrones, where they always introduce the kings, like you know protector of the realms, king of the rightful heavens, and ruler of the seven seas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think Mega should have his own cool little intro. I mean that'd be pretty cool.
I definitely should have.
I remember reading
uh,
something on your Discord. Wait, what have you on your Discord? I really wanna, introduce you like that now.
yeah,
Okay.
uh,
Let,
we
let
have
me
we
let
have
me embarrass you, so you don't wanna
you
co-cast
can
it with
do
me again.
you can do.
Wait, where is that? Where is that? I really need to see that. See, even his pronouns are he, they, his majesty. So
Yes,
henceforth we shall refer to him as his majesty. It has a rice ring to it.
yes.
Is that fine, your grace?
This is appropriate.
Okay, guys. So banter aside, so the first series we'll go. This is of Rex. So unfortunately, we couldn't bring them to you live. But now today, we have the overlay. We have the greatest co-caster ever, uh, His Grace, His Majesty, Megas, and we'll start with the series Lopsided Fluff versus the Only Baus. So give your predictions in the chat, and we'll just start in a couple of minutes. Ask your
Yeah.
friends. Let's have a good one.
We've already been greeted with some nice news in the chat.
All Ronaldo fans, all
By
Dennis fans.
the one and only Dennis. Blackburn, Batuhan.
So we already have some big names, some popular names in the chats. Hmm. So I think Dennis has already qualified for the round of 16. Uh, I think he beat Gilliux in straight series. It was like a 4-0,
Yeah,
and now he'll be
yeah, if I
playing
remember
the
that
big
right, yes.
Alvaros in round of 16. So yeah, pretty strong. I think.
And
Mhm.
I'll put much faith into one of our representatives of the German-speaking community. I have high hopes.
So we already know the biased predictions of His Majesty. So his points
Yeah,
will be going on Izad
I
and uh,
Dennis
Dennis.
and Easy,
And Easy, yeah.
for
Hmm.
example. So I'm quite biased. Yes, I'm not hiding it, and I'm not ashamed of it.
So His Majesty likes to play favorites. How will you be a
Yes.
just ruler, man? How will you be a just ruler? But yeah, so I think.
Well, I'm not.
So thank God I'm not one of your subjects, lest you punish me.
Fear will make them complacent.
Yep. You need them to fear you, and then they'll
Yes.
respect you. So yeah,
Yes.
banter aside, so we'll have the first series between Lopsided Fluff and Only Baus. Some pretty decent players. So at least the Only Baus, I've played him plenty. I think he's a very old player, even from back in the Nilla days, back in the, EP days, and even the Legacy days.
Yeah,
I've known him for
only
quite a while.
Baus is a name that has fallen much more frequently in the beginning of the definitive edition, or even before that. Have not seen much of him recently, so I'm happy for this name to show up in the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think we have seen only Baus much in in the tournaments at least, if I remember correctly. So yeah,
Yeah.
glad to see him come on. What are your thoughts on lopsided fluff before I go into talk about some of the brackets, their seeding?
Yeah, Lopsided Fluff is a player that has improved quite a lot in the last years, and we know him as the voice of many of the map intros that we can see from time to time on this,
Yeah.
and is an active member of the Sumbros community, and yeah, what can I say?
Yeah, so should be an interesting seed.
Generally a great guy.
So, okay, before I reveal the peer seeding, who would you bet has the higher seeding out of these two?
Maybe
And it's very
Baus,
close. It's very close.
because of just of seniority, the only Baus, I'd guess, to have the higher seed.
I was the only reason I came to this statistic was they have the exact same score. So, so the way the seeding works is, all these players are invited, and their elo is considered. But once they have signed up, the seeding or the brackets are determined through a peer rating. So every player will rank every other player, and then you take the average of them, and then accordingly you set the final seed and the brackets. So lopsided fluff is seed number 16, and the only Baus is seed number 17. But both
So-
their grades and scores are like 16.17. So
So technically, this should be the most balanced matchup in the whole tournament.
yeah, exactly. So they're right in the center of the brackets. But yeah, so I think we have quite a few viewers in, and whoever is the winner of this will fight King of Osman, who is actually the number one seed. So they'll have a hard round of 16 ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
way to be punished for your success.
Yeah. So yeah, without further ado, I'll just switch the game screen and we can dive into game one. Oh, before that, let's just quickly discuss the civ bans as well and the first matchup. So remember the rules. The first matchup is blind picks. So what is your thought on the matchup, and what is your thought on the civ bans if you know the players? Because I know Ottoman is a strong civ in general, and I think the Baus plays them well. What do you think about the lop and the civ bans here?
Yeah, Lopsided Fluff, if I remember correctly, is quite proficient with the Aztecs, or maybe even his main civ.
Mm-hmm.
So this will hurt.
Okay.
This will hurt. I'm sure. Ottoman ban seems a sound decision, no matter who your enemy is right now. Let's say.
It's a top civ. I agree. I think you are exactly right. I think the strategy for the players is to either ban an S tier civ, or ban the strongest civ of the opponent. And as Magus mentioned, Baus has done just that. He has banned Lop's Aztec, while Lop has chosen to ban the only Baus is Ottoman. And map one is none other than Great Plains. So we have a classic vanilla matchup. Man, I love this matchup, how it has evolved through the years, and I think it's quite a classic matchup.
Game.
So yeah, I'll just load up the game. So do you wanna play your own
Wait,
record
game
here?
one is Great Plains? Really?
Yeah, I think the map is Great Plains, but yeah, we'll find out soon enough. So let me know whenever you are ready.
Because
we'll do a quick
the replay with which is called game one that I opened is what's it called? Cote d'Ivoire, I think. So I'm a bit I'm a bit confused right
but
now.
is the matchup right though? Then I might be
It,
mistaken
it,
about the map.
that's the matchup I told you. So I may have. Then maybe the Brit versus Spanish is also a mistake. Let
Wait,
me.
I'll also just quickly open the rec. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just give us a
Yeah.
second to check this. So yeah, I just opened it. So the matchup is definitely Lop Spain versus, Baus's Brit. So I think I just got the map wrong. So yeah, I think that's fine. We are good to go.
What's the map? What's the map called that you
I
opened?
forgot the name, honestly. I'm not
Is
so
it
good with the game maps.
an African map with water?
Yeah, you have water on the south with 2 whales and a
Yeah,
water trading post.
this is Côte d'Ivoire.
Ah, okay. Ah, so is that coming up with the game knowledge? So, game when actually was an admin win for Lopsided Fluff because Baus didn't show up on time. So let me just quickly
Uh,
update the score, and this
I'm
is apparently game number 2. So the map is Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay,
The English
perfect,
name.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, there were some scheduling issues. Yeah, you're
Ah,
completely right.
so we have
Yeah, then this is actually game number 2 because there was an admin win.
Okay, so I'll just update this. The score is that's it's 0 for Baus and 1 for Lop. So yeah, thank you Izard for coming in there. That is
Yeah,
appreciated.
thanks.
So yeah,
Right then.
I'm just switching to my games, and ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the first game that has actually been played. Game number 2 on Ivory Coast. Let me know, Megas, when you're ready. We are at
I'm ready.
so let's
On your command.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Lope in the color blue spawning on the west side of the map, playing the Spain. And look at that glorious dog go. Look at that. I love the explorer name. Have you noticed the explorer name of Lopsided Fluff? It's called Shake Shake Your Behind. Yeah, it's pretty cheeky. And we have the Nilla legend, the only boss, already taking a nice small trickle of experience treasure. Pretty interesting. DE has brought some unique treasures, spawning as Brits on the east side of the map in the color red. So yeah. So
And
what
the
are your
right color, I might add.
Yep.
I'm always getting nervous when civilizations are played in the wrong colors.
Yep. So are you one of those players who always does friends or four colors?
Only if I play, let's say, the Swedes and get the color red, then I activate friends and foes, so I have my Swedes in blue because that's the color they're supposed to be.
Yeah. So lopsided fluff starting with a trading post, pretty standard start for Spain, shopping for a house, and look at that first shipment coming at 120. So let's just quickly check the Spain deck as well. Does he have any plans for going water? So the deck
He
is pretty
has not even
standard.
plans to contest water, it seems. No
Yeah.
caravels, no frigate.
Yeah, so the water is for Baus is taking if he wants to. Pretty standard deck. He can, most likely he'll go for an FF. He does have this House of Trashtamara card, where and I've seen
Yeah,
some builds where players go for some H2 cards and then send this card to get a cheaper and faster age up for like a semi FF
yeah,
play.
but even if you don't use it for Fortress Age, you can still send it afterwards and use it to go cheaper and faster into Industrial.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's not wasted if you don't use it.
yeah.
And yes,
Oh, we
this
might have a
seems
big
like a
treasure contention in the middle. And the dog sees it, Largo sees it, and look at that pull trick. Look at that pull trick. Shake is
uh,
really shaking that booty, running with the dog. This is some good micro from Lop. And who will
80
get the
wood,
treasure?
80 wood. But I think the Brit has the
Yeah,
advantage, and
yeah,
Baus
Brit's
gets the
got
80
it.
wood.
Yeah, that's so lucky. I mean, it was very good micro from Lop, but unfortunately, just clicked a second too late. And Brits going to H2 with 17 villagers with the Philosopher's Prince. What do you think about that? So I think the standard Egypt is usually the governor with the tower
It's
and
the
coin.
governor,
Yeah.
the philosopher prince, and we have the deck. We have a
Oh
standard
yeah,
British
let's see
deck
the
with
British deck.
anti-water. I see the philosopher prince in some niche scenarios when you want to be aggressive in H2. We have a player in our German community who is really aggressive with Brits and uses it. Or if you, I don't know if you wanna do some sort of FF with those, but I don't see a church card for the Brit. So maybe just to be a bit more longer on wood. And still be able to produce some villagers.
Right.
It's still 500 food, so
Yeah, I think I
it's
like it,
not
honestly. It
and
will. Mhm.
the outpost will not help it that much if Spanish FF timing comes. So maybe more resources because you won't have to fear some early aggression in general.
And Baus is just manor booming, spreading wills all across the map. We'll see if he elects to go for an FB here. He does have 2 wills forward. Unfortunately, lost his hero, so he can't scout. Lop, on the other hand, playing a standard Spain, looks like an FF macro for me. To me, hasn't yet built any market or second trading post in transition, which we see a lot of Spanish players do nowadays. But getting all these beefy treasures with the help of Largo, the loyal dog.
Yeah, those war dogs are tremendously good.
Yeah, I
To
think
get
already he has
treasures.
gotten like 4 or 5 treasures. And look at that,
Yeah.
standard Spain stuff, 700 coins, 700 gold immediately coming in. Outpost in
Yeah,
place. Would have liked to see a market from him though.
if there's a standard Spanish build order, then it's this what we're seeing right there.
Yeah.
Go to H2, 700 gold, 700 wood, straight to H3. We see a barracks.
Yeah, we see a mid-map barracks and some musketeers in queue from Baus. But behind it, he still has a lot of wills on wood. He is dropping manor houses everywhere for that line of sight. It almost looks like, he has
Yeah,
backpacks
but
on. Uh,
thanks to the 500 food from the H hub, he has enough resources to produce units and villages,
right.
and still has the capabilities to collect wood for his mana boom.
Yeah, exactly. So the 500 food sort of paying off. I mean, the outpost is helpful. Okay, now so we see 5 masks coming into the Spanish base. Lopsided Fluff being good with the villagers micro, pulling them back in on time.
Yeah, the dog just got shot by some British musketeers.
Oof. Someone call Peter. That is animal
Someone
abuse,
called
man.
Peter.
Yeah, so Lob following up that with 5 villagers now knows that there is a Spanish barracks here. So what do you think about the matchup though, Lob? Sorry, Megas. Do you think British can just, go Muskas in H2? Or how
I
do they beat this?
think I think if the Brits can withstand the first timing push from Spain, then the British economy will carry Baus to victory.
Right. And we
It's
already
it's
see
all about
30
the first
villagers
push.
already, man. 30 villagers
It's
already for only about.
it's all about that one timing push from the Spanish that is that powerful, but we see yeah, as I said, 30 villager for Britain. And now we see the steel traps. The economic base of the British can't be stopped if Lopsided Fluff can't push through.
Right.
And we see 2 barracks in the front, both producing musketeers.
Right. And what do you think about Spanish composition here in H3? Do you go musketeers, lancers, falconets, or do you opt for more like a skirmisher rodolero composition here?
Against the British. The thing is, I'm not that much. I'm not much of a Spanish player. I'm know this matchup more from the British side.
Ah.
I think the Spanish
Ooh,
needs.
losing one villager there. Ooh,
Yeah,
2
there's
villagers
2
down.
villager.
Ah,
I don't
third
think that
villager.
Spanish musketeers are the way to go. That's my
4th
assessment. I
villager.
don't. I think either Rod Falk or Rod Skirm, but I don't think that the Musketeers are the thing that the Spanish wants to do, since the British ones are just that much better if the upgrades come
Right.
through.
So Baus sort of trading his musketeers to get on the to kill the Spanish villagers already has killed like 4 villagers and sort of slowed the Spain tempo. But how does Baus deal with this falconet timing? So we see a stable from Baus, so he's going all in on the Muscus pressure.
Yeah, he does what the Brit does. H2 Muscus. He has the map control at this point. He can produce out of his military buildings. He sends now 6 musketeers, and yet those hussars are his key to victory.
That's right.
He
I
needs
think
those to snipe the falconets.
it's all about the falconet warrior. If the Spanish can get a good trade with the falconets, destroy the FP in this army, then he'll have the tempo to carry him. But if Bao survives this push and gets a good trade, he'll have like double the economy of Spain.
I think Lopsided Fluff does not have enough anti-cav right now. I mean, now the hussars are fight isolated, but if
Got some
the
hussars for
musketeers
free
would
there.
engage, yeah, that hurts. But the musketeers are marching in, get another villager.
Yeah, and I did a lot of the Spanish eco. I think this is what just Boss wants to do, sort of try to raid with the cav, run lopsided fluff around, buy some time. Because,
Ow.
that's a big falconet shot though. Because what
Yeah.
Lop wants is he wants those shipments, but he can only produce from 1 barracks. While Baus with his superior eco and crates can produce from almost like 2 military buildings here.
Yeah, if we compare the economy, we have twice as many villager from Baus than we have from Lopsided Fluff. I don't
Exactly.
know what upgrades, market upgrades. I think the steel traps is already on the Spanish villagers. It seems that way.
Yeah.
No,
No.
the
Yeah.
British are gathering more
Yeah, and look at
food.
that.
So we
Boss
have
sort of going for a pincer. North flank from the Hussars, south flank from the Musketeers, trying to idle him, trying to buy some time. Even housed Lop a bit there, which delayed his initial shipment there. So I think Baus
yeah
is doing a very good job, sort of pestering, uh, because
yeah
cannons
as
don't
long
have any
as
mobility.
he runs around the base of Lopsided Fluff, who does not have a big enough army to split it in some way. He needs the mass to fight the musketeers, but the hussars cut off the villagers from the resources they want to gather.
Right.
And yeah, Lopsided Fluff needs to break out, or he's going to starve in his base.
Yeah, that's true. And you see, it's already 11 minutes in the game when this Spanish push is coming in. Usually this push can come as early as, 9 minutes. This is the
Yeah,
power of Baus buying the
even
time.
earlier,
Yeah.
even earlier than 9 minutes.
But I do like Lob's composition though. I think veteran musks are good versus everything that British makes in H2. And Lancers provide you the cover and sort of to snare the musketeers. Will he get a shot though? Okay. So 1 barracks is down. Baus is trying to go for another cheeky raid in the north. Uh, Lop is playing the slow game, sieging the FB with the falconets. Sees the raids coming. Ooh, will the Hussar kill the
And
Lancers for free?
hussars, yeah, the lancers don't stand a chance against hussars.
Yeah. So 2 barracks are down, but all of Lop's eco is idle right now.
Yeah, and we have 46 villagers for Baus to the 20 of Lopsided Fluff. And the second upgrade comes through. We have the first Musketeer upgrade now, the Kev HP comes through.
Oh yeah.
So those British H2 units are not only more in numbers, but their stats will get much more similar to the veteran units of Lopsided Fluff.
Excellent point there, Mingus. With the 2 musketeer upgrades in H2, the British musketeers are almost as good as the veteran musketeers.
Yeah,
Uh,
5% in damage and in HP is the difference when
yeah.
it comes to this point.
And I'm just switched on the fog of war. Look at all those manners. Lob does not have any line of sight on where the cav is, where the army is. But Baus has complete line of sight, and he's coming in for the flank now.
And LopsidedFluff has more than twice
Ooh.
the military pop, I think.
Yeah.
He
Ooh,
can
putting
just all
musketeers
in
in
engage
AT.
right now.
Yeah. This is so tough to call. Falconets on the musketeers. Baus not putting them in staggered mode. One Falk still alive. Oh, both the Falconets are
Yeah, but
dead.
it
This just looks
really
like a
doesn't matter.
massacre.
The
Yeah.
British mass is doing all the work.
It's just an overwhelming number of units coming from all sides. Lob could not micro or could not hit and run. Perfect trap setup
This
by Baus. And the GG
this is
comes in.
an absolute clear.
Yeah. Yeah, what a game. What a game one here. I mean, let's just look at the military graphs. How ahead was Lob or how ahead Boss was in the final fight. And yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to put some focus on the economy, because we have almost twice the resources for the British, and that's what won the game.
Yeah, I totally agree with your assessment there, Megas. I think the military population was, sort of slightly ahead for Baus, but what won the game was the sheer British economy. And if I look at the villager count, Baus in early age too, traded those musketeers for the Spanish villagers, kept raiding with the hussars, kept pestering Lob, and never let the Spanish the Spanish mass build up. And just and with the manner line of sight, with the flank coming in from all sides, he was just able to sort of use his overwhelming mass to just sort of slam it everything in. And yeah, well played by only Baus. So yeah,
Yeah, and with that,
let's update the score.
it's
Let's see.
1-1.
So what's the chat saying? And I hope all the audio and everything is good there, chat. Oh,
Yeah, we have
sorry,
game audio is almost non-existent.
Sorry, whose audio?
The game audio, and it seems that you are a bit too quiet.
Oh, okay. I'll try to increase my volume and the game volume. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just.
It seems that I am clearly hearable, but you are not.
Oh, okay. So I think I'll try to talk a little louder. I'll increase my volume a bit. And yeah. Good luck to my throat. But yeah, any other comments we have for game one? While I'm just quickly updating the score. And I'll update the matchup.
Swisher Guts says that the battle at the end was quite epic, with the Explorer being the last one that died from the Spanish army.
Like a true leader, huh?
Like a true leader.
You remember those campaign missions where you have to kill the leader or the king? Yeah, felt like that.
Yeah, I played lots of campaign back in the day.
Yeah. Can you let me know the matchup for game 2? I'll quickly update the matchup before we start.
Matchup is or for game 3 technically.
Yeah, right.
Russians for Baus and British for LopsidedFluff.
Another classic matchup. Man, I love these matchups. So British for Baus or for Fluff?
No, for Fluff. For Lopsided
Oh,
Fluff
okay,
is the
okay.
British.
So
And
this
Baus has
time we'll
chosen the
see
Russians.
British on the other side. Interesting.
Yeah. The British switched sides.
Yeah, the crown is loyal to no one.
Where there are spies, there are the British. Or tea, I should say tea. Spice is more Dutch thing.
Yep. Wait, just a second. Sorry guys, I'm a little slow with the UI, but yeah. So game 1 was beat, B2 victory, and game number 2 we have Fluff and Brit. Okay, I think the flags are set up. The game number, technically game number 3 is set up, and the map.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to see the map because then we'll know how the Civ picks worked. What were the players thinking? Oh, so now it sounds obvious to me. So game 3 is going to be Painted Desert, which is the map without any trading posts. And you know the rules are that the winner has to pick first in game number 3. So I think here Baus picked first. So Baus went for Russia, which is a strong non-TP Civ option, and Lop went for British to sort of try to counter that. So yeah,
British
let me just
have all the tools to counter Russia.
You think so? I think
so.
my British is one of my strongest civs, and I think especially in DE, I mean I think it's an even matchup.
I think the British has the eco and the unit quality to mass a similar amount of units, which are all better than the Russian ones. The Brits have longbows, the secret weapon.
Oh yeah, that's a fair argument. So yeah, let's just load up the games and we'll sync. Just give me a second. So Lopsided Fluff versus Baus. So, and yeah, before I forget, how are the predictions looking like? Because
the first prediction was one-sided. Everybody who voted put the lot in with Baus and got their points back.
Okay, interesting. So yeah, let me know whenever you are ready.
I am ready, waiting for your command.
Okay, so switching to game screen, and we can start in 3, 1, let's go. So we have Lop, this time in the color blue, playing the British civilization, spawning in the north of this sprawling, empty, open, painted desert map. And we have Baus, spawning as Russia in the south of the map, in the color red. And I have to look at the hero names again. So Baus is the standard Russian hero name. And, Lop is sort of giving, I think, ode to all the other players. His hero is called Revi. I think Revnak's avatar was this pirate lady. He was the pirate lady for a long time. So that may be a call out to him.
They said, yes, his avatar was Lizzie the pirate. So this could be very well an homage to our favorite not #1 player.
No controversial comments here, My Majesty, if I may. But yeah, so and I love these hero skins, man. I think balance changes aside, D is a really, I mean, at least cosmetically, and it's a much more of a fun game to play and at least to look at.
Yeah,
I mean, the
I
maps,
as
all
well.
these changes, yeah. And look at that.
I don't think you have that much place for creative skins in a game like Age of Empires, and the Explorers are the perfect platform to implement such gimmicks. I really love the Russian bear, for example. One of the greatest things ever happened to the game.
So talking over the map, we do have some cows on the map. We saw British having 2 cows till now. And how many cows is Baus actually has 4 cows. So Baus has been a little better on the scouting there. I don't think either players has had any major treasures yet. But let's just look at the line of sight. Look at Baus already
The
scouting
treasures
half the map.
almost all are small one guardian treasures, I think. We have some big ones. What is in there? 3 sheep.
Yeah, I think
There's a village. Oh, that's not a villager. It's a Maya warrior.
yeah.
Right.
I think no
But many
big
treasures.
game-changing
Small.
treasures like, last game we had 80 wood, or you have 140 food on Great Plains, or, any big
Yeah,
treasure.
nothing like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, mostly small treasures with one guardian that you can just snipe.
So one interesting thing is that, Baus here is eating his cows so that he can age faster, go to age 2 faster. So I am actually sensing a rush here from him. And looking at
Yeah,
his deck,
it's kind of the win condition of Russia in this matchup to starve out the British. You need to contain the Brit in the base
mm-hmm.
and don't lose your army until the herds run out in the base, and then you starved him out effectively and can
Yeah.
just
And look at that. The
outproduce him.
heroes going, I was about to say they met and, went each their own way like gentlemen. But Lizzie the pirate had other plans, trying to sort of melee. And while Alexei, the Russian hero, is trying to cancel the snare. I'm not sure if that
Yeah,
works in DE, but look at that cow hacks. Look at that cow micro. You saw what he
yeah,
did. He
but
sacrificed one cow to sort of, uh,
yeah, I saw it. I saw
yeah,
it.
to block the hero, to block
I
Revi,
would.
and
I
escaped. And we do see the blockhouse going in the middle of the map here.
I
Uh,
would never think to do something like that with a cow. I'm
yeah,
impressed by the ingenuity and by
yeah.
the sacrifice that the cow has made for its home country.
Yep. Uh, so I think British will be happy with not too happy with that. Lop hasn't scouted the British blockhouse yet, but actually has
I
managed to
was
get
about to
a
ask the
65 wood
only
treasure.
black spot on the map in the middle of the map is where the blockhouse stands.
Yeah, but I think he'll scout this dead
Now,
animal, and
now,
now he
now it's
gets it.
scouted.
Now he
Now
gets it.
it's revealed. Now it's
Yeah.
revealed.
And it's the classic, governor politician, which I think you desperately need versus a civ like Russia. Going with the in-base barracks, though, in this
Yeah,
matchup, I
but
love to go with a stable start. But let's see what
you
Baus
can
does.
definitely go with a stable start. You can also start with a small wall and some longbows behind it, but the
Yeah,
governor is necessary. You need that outpost.
true, true. Interesting thing by Russia, not going for immediate pressure, not going for, sort of 13 Streleth or 5 Cossack, instead going for the 700 wood, steel traps immediately on age up. Bit of
Yeah,
a slower Russia though, I'm surprised.
yeah. Maybe that was the plan to scare Lopsided Fluff, thinking the typical rush was coming to build the outpost and the barracks in base to be more careful, and Russia just goes greedy behind that.
Hmm.
Also, I think Baus just right now scouted the barracks, so he didn't know if the Brit was starting with hussars or with the barracks. So producing a batch of strelets would have been potentially disastrous.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Russia would like to scout the opponent's first military building, and then they can, sort of go for the counter composition. And that's exactly what Baus does. So he scouts the 5 musketeer and the barracks starts, and immediately queues a batch of 10 strelets from his blockhouse.
And
But
the stable is built behind.
yeah, but what will he do
For
with
the
all this
rush.
700 wood? There is no potential for a dock on this map. There
Mm.
is no potential for, sort of
You need the
a
wood as Russia.
trading
Every
post.
every batch of strelets Every batch of strelets costs 100 extra wood for the house you need to build in order to support it.
Yeah, that's also
You
true.
will burn through the wood quite quickly if you choose to focus on strelets. And the second blockhouse is also coming up, so the wood won't sit in the bank for long. I
Yeah.
can assure you.
So, the Siberian winter is coming. They need all the firewood they can.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So, Lop, on the other hand, adapting perfectly. I think he knows you can't go pure infantry versus Russia, and he is immediately dropping down a stable. Has been able to go quite greedy, 110 manor pop with couple more being built.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was sending 700 and 600 wood back to back for fast mana boom.
yeah. But what do you think about this, or this sort of building these manor houses aggressively, because Baus has now scouted these villagers, and he might just lose these villagers to get that line of sight.
He might. I'm a fan of building the manor houses as satellites of your base around, so you can see if the attack comes from every direction. These ones in the outskirts of the map are kind of wild, but why not? If you have the possibility, then do
one
that.
villager going
It's more visual.
down. No great coach though.
Yeah.
Harrison would be cursing. But yeah, look at these 3 villagers now. They are so exposed for Lops.
Yeah, and the musketeers can't help because the strelets.
Yeah.
And another villager is almost dead. 6 HP now.
4 villagers down for Lop already at 8 minutes into the game. That's already
And
one 4 villager shipment down.
And 3 hussars are on the field. They won't do that much at this moment. We have the first recruit from Baus on the field, and Cossacks are being built. So yeah, you need to contest the map control of the Brit. You need to seek out the villagers, building the houses, herding in the resources, and just contain the British.
Yeah.
And I think Baus is at least semi successful within doing that. There is a lot of food in the vicinity of the base of LopsidedFluff. He has done a great job herding in all this bison and gazelles or whatever these are called in English.
No, that's
not gazelles.
They're called the bison. I mean,
yeah, the small things. The deer is the English word.
Yeah. So my game says these are called pronghorn, but yeah,
Alright.
I'll call them deer only. But yeah, I think Baus is playing very cautiously and very smartly. He's playing it very safe. He was always trying to scout with his hero. One time that Lop made a mistake and exposed his villagers forward, he went in for the kill, but he did not overcome it, and we have a raid on the right side. So already we have 5 vills down, about to lose the 6th one.
Yeah. 29 to 38, less than 10 villagers ahead for the British, with 16 manors on the field.
Yeah.
So
this is exactly what Russia wants. Russia trains all armies more cost effectively. They train villagers faster and more cost effectively. So Russia will sooner than later catch up to British economy, and British is also on a timer here.
Yeah, I think so as well. The British need to do substantial damage to Russia, and
this is
I'd
a
always
good
advise.
Though,
yeah, this is a great engagement
because he's away from his 2 block houses. Was able to get like a couple of kills for free.
I think against Russia, it's always wise to build some walls so you can't be raided from any direction.
Right. And get your villager HP, man. Lop, if you're watching this series, please get your villager HP, especially against a civ like Russia. I mean,
yeah, great codes is so important.
Yeah. But I think Lop is getting up for sort of a timing now. Instead of sending, Cav HP or Musk attack, he is going back-to-back unit shipments. He sent 6 longbowmen, now going for 6 musketeers. Batching constant, Musk Hussar. I think he wants to do some damage. He knows he has lost quite many villagers. He knows Russia will hold the middle with the 2 block houses. I think he wants to do some damage right now.
Yeah, I think he's in the position to do so with the army he gets after the shipment comes through. Just needs to be careful with his cavalry, because there is quite a mass of recruit on the field.
Right.
And they don't need to kill the hussars, they just need to block them.
Well, look at that mass, man. 40 recruits, 18 Cossack, some Strelets, 2 block houses. Yeah, I don't think British can take this fight. What does he have in reinforcement?
Under the block houses.
And yeah, his cav are not able to path so well under the block houses. He's putting in some musketeers in melee. But yeah, nice micro from Baus, pulling back now. Yeah, this is not looking good. I think it's just too much Russian mass right now.
And the Cossacks just tanking. taking the hits, and the 2 block houses firing. So this position is just at every point disadvantage for the British.
Yeah, this is exactly what you don't want to do in this matchup is, take these equal trades or sort of unfavorable trades, especially under the 2 blockhouses. That's a faster reinforcing point. Okay, nice raids here by Lop, but I think the damage has been done. He has no way to sort of deal with this military mass that Russia has. He'll be out of hunt soon.
We see Russia in the score lead, as if that underscores famously against as if that overscores famously. So the
Yeah,
scores should tell the story that's happening.
yeah, that's the perfect summation of the game, I guess.
And now great codes are through, but too little, too late.
Yeah.
I'd say.
And even the town center Minutemen, TC Fire won't be able to hold against this Russian horde of infantry.
The Red Army is marching in, and there is no way to defend against it at this point.
Yeah. And yeah, the GG has been called. Very well played by onlyBaus, taking game number 3 also in this series. Yeah, I want to look at the graphs again for sure. And Baus even outgathered Lop towards the end. Look at that.
I just see in this chat the scoreboard on the in-game screen is not hiding the timeline.
Okay, sure. I'll fix that. So
yeah.
Is it should I lower it or what? If you can just tell me that.
Can you switch back to see map so I can tell you?
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it needs to go a little bit down and more to the left.
Understood.
Just down would do the trick. But
yeah,
also a little bit to the left, maybe.
So if you just want to talk about the post game
make it
a little
bigger.
bit, I can quickly, meanwhile update the score.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, we have seen British being very greedy with the wood shipments, and Baus with the Russians wonderfully containing the British boom, constantly chipping away some villages, keeping the village advantage as small as possible. And yeah, with the much better.
Yeah, I hope this is fine now. But yeah, I agree with Megas. I think usually, so the first fight we had this in this game was around after the 7-minute mark, which is unusual for a Brit versus Russia game. Usually Russia likes to be the aggressor, but I think Baus played it very safe. He saw an opportunity, he raided 3 villagers. He saw another opportunity, he raided another couple villagers. When he never overcommitted. When Lopsided went for the main fight, he lured Lopsided under his 2 blockhouses where he was able to reinforce more and outmass his opponent. So I think overall, very well played by Baus here.
We've seen a similar approach than we saw in the first game. Baus running around with his infantry on the one side and with the cavalry on the other, and just diverting the concentration of his enemy, who has not the massive units to split it in 2, and always tries to react to the one attack, and while that one happens, another one strikes on the other side of the base.
Yeah, I think that's a very good analysis of the onlyBaus's play style. I think he's a team enjoyer like I am, and we love to raid and sort of out APM our opponents from all sides. And I think that's what we saw this game also. So I'll quickly update the game number 2, the scoreboard, and then we can dive into game number 3.
Yes, which is technically game number 4.
Yeah. And yeah, let me know if
And it's
how are the predictions going. Anything saying in the any good comments or in the chat.
yeah, of course. Baus did like 0 mistakes, says Zero Shield, and I'm inclined to agree with that. It was clean game from Baus.
Yeah, I think wonderful execution there by Baus. So can you also let me know the third matchup or technically the fourth game?
The next matchup is for LopsidedFluff de Lakota.
Mm-hmm.
And for the only Baus, the French.
Ah, interesting.
Still no DE matchup.
Yeah, man. I think these guys should have been playing the Legacy tournament. But yeah, I won't complain. I'm a Legacy enjoyer myself. So Lakota versus French, you said.
This is French.
So P1 Lakota, P2 French.
Yes.
I think there is some issue with the P2 flag in the UI. So I'm not able to update that. Okay, so other flags are coming, but for some reason the French flag isn't coming. Okay, that's a little weird.
Cue in some French surrendering jokes.
I need a baguette icon, guys, in the overlay. We need baguettes.
Yeah.
Big gigs won't be happy, that the overlay doesn't show French properly. But
yeah. He's already building up the guillotine.
Yeah, I think we'll have to make do now. I'll chat later if there's an issue with the overlay, or there could be just me being noob at using the overlay. But yeah, pardon us, guys. We'll get into game number 4, and the map is Anatolia. So it's going to be Lakota versus French on Anatolia. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. So yeah, let me know, Your Majesty, when you're ready.
We are ready. We are ready, and Anatolia is one of my favorite maps, if not my favorite map. So really happy to see it.
Ah, perfect. So just a second. Wait, I think I loaded the wrong recorded game. Yeah, someone I think is asking why 2-1 in the comments. So game 1 or game 0, you want to call it, it was an admin win. So that's so I don't know how to put that in the overlay because it would technically be wrong. But yeah, it was an admin win. So we are technically into game 4, but this is the third game that is actually being played in the series. So
LopsidedFluff got a free win because of scheduling issues.
Yeah.
I can't recall the exact events, but it seems that they had a date in mind at a time, and Baus wasn't able to make it in time, so the first game went to LopsidedFluff or something like that.
Yeah. So there the Baus got His Majesty's punishment. His Majesty was merciful and only took one game off the Baus. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let's go into game number 4. So we have.
I'm a generous god.
So we have.
Yeah, you start with the with commenting the game. I do the prediction.
Yeah, perfect. So we have Lop in the color blue playing the Lakota here and getting a quick 50 coin treasure and converting this marauding musketeer to the Lakota or the Sioux cause. And man, oh man, I already feel anxious for Baus. A Lakota on a land TP map
You need
is
to switch. You need to switch to the game.
oh yeah,
The
yeah.
stream is still the overlay.
Yeah, my bad.
Thanks, Spades.
My bad. I just did. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Your Majesty, for keeping on your toes. And I'll
this
beg for
is the
mercy
game.
later. I'll get down on both my knees. So don't decapitate me. But I hope everything is good now. So yeah, we are just in 30 seconds to the game. So I'll not restart.
Yeah.
Let's just continue. But apologies
Yeah,
for
of course.
that. So we have Baus spawning in the color red as French in the south of the map. Going for that early trading post. So it will be interesting to see if, Baus goes for the 12-10 sort of start or a 13 villager age up. Maybe if he gets a food treasure or what he'll do. Remember, this map has cows or water buffaloes in the middle, which the 8 speed Lakota player is, quickly getting.
This is generally a great Lakota map, as it has also been pointed out in the chat, because the big trade route and Lakota love to take the trade line.
Oh yeah.
And they can generally do that because of their mobility.
I think the only time I've seen maybe Lakota lose on this map was Frontlines Lakota versus Julian K's Germany. But yeah, even that game was so close and it was so well played by Julian that he was able to win that in a long drawn H2 war. But other Lakota games I have seen, especially on this map or any land big trading route map, as you said, have just been one-sided.
Yeah. This map is also great, I think, for some house booming chips because of the Fanariot natives.
Ah, okay. What
Because
do
you
they
get the
give?
you get from the big button musketeers for free.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, you get some mountain monasteries, and in those mountain monasteries, there's a button that gives you a unit, an F zone. This native skirmisher for every 2 buildings that you have. So
okay, wow.
Brits, Inca, Swedes get easily 15 of those units from a tech that costs 350 coin or something like that.
Wow. And we already have, big treasures from both players. I think only Baus has got 90 wood already, and Loppy has gotten 100 XP and 50 coin. So yeah. And only Baus has managed to, go H2 with 13 villagers, which will, make him age a little bit faster than the usual French age up. So yeah, that's pretty good for him as well.
It's a good age up if you manage to age with 13 villagers as French.
Yeah.
The map in general is abundant with resources and good many mines, many hunts.
Yeah.
Many trade posts. So, and it's a big map as well. So it's easy to just expand in one direction if the other one is blocked or something like that. So I'm really happy to see this one.
That's true. So Anatolia is His Majesty's favorite map, guys. Remember. So pretty standard deck for Baus here. 1v1 land. Does even have food crates, villager HP, and some of those cards. So he's prepared for a long drawn H2 as well. He even has 7
5 resource
4 dragoons. I mean, he has everything he wants to for a long H2 or a H3 fight. Macro is also 225 wood. Looks like 1 house and steel traps maybe. Let's see what he'll go with. So 4 villages is the first card. What will be his first military building? Meanwhile, Loppy going for the forward war hut. Is going up with
as
the
you
chief.
As you do as Lakota on this map, you want to take the trade route. You want at least to have 4 trade posts, and you can take the 5th. So you need the aggressive war hut on this one.
Yeah, completely agree. So, Magus, what do you think about 700 wood versus the 3 trading post wagon card? I think some Lakota mains also like to ship the 3 trading post Trevor to the war hut, and that gives you the faster trading route?
I'm absolutely no Lakota player. 3 trading posts are the equivalent of 600 wood.
That's right. That's
so
true.
it's much more. I think it's a convenience that you get from the shipment, but resource-wise, the 700 wood is worth more, and it's a more flexible. You can use it more flexible if you want to.
That's
So
true. That's true.
I think it's mostly about convenience. Do you want to if you want to conveniently build the trade post without needing the time and the mind for you to do it with the war chief, but you get more out of the shipment if you send the 700 wood.
Right, right. No, no, I think you're exactly right. With the 700 wood, he's also able to queue some of these club warriors, make trading post with the fast hero anyways, and does give more value from a maths point of
Yeah.
view. We already
Yeah.
see 11 units on the field, 3 trading posts already built, stagecoach in queue, and it's not even 6 minutes. I mean, look at the
and
power of
the
this man.
fifth one trade post that Baus built will be contested, will be torn down by the club warriors. So we probably have 5 out of 6 trade posts for lopsided fluff when this is over.
But what do you think about 5 Hussar start versus Lakota especially, and especially given that this is such a huge map, it's so hard to raid Lakota anyway.
The weird thing, Lakota is much more played as an infantry civ, at least in the Commerce Age, and there building hussars is actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the raid thing, you need a long time to get through the map, and at this point all the villagers are behind under the base, so not really many possibilities to raid.
Man, Lop is playing with fire. Still no villager HP, and he was about to lose one villager. But I think he shipped 4 axe riders. Oh, so he's sending his axe riders. He sent his axe riders to the warhead. I thought he would be sending them into the TC to try and catch this raid. Interesting. But we already have 4 trading posts on stagecoach versus just 1.
It's
Ooh, losing 1 villager already and forcing all the club warriors back. I think the raid is actually paying off.
The club warriors, lopsided fluff, sent the club warriors back when the first raid happened, and the next villager is dead. Now he's getting sloppy.
Yeah, Loppy is getting sloppy, man. You heard it here first. Pardon my lame jokes. That's what you get with me as a caster.
Don't apologize ever for such jokes. They're the best.
But if he's able to get these hussars strapped with the fast axe rider with the warrior chief bonus, and look at the name, coming for your treasure.
But I think I have to say the 5 hussars were really worth their money, because right now they're occupying the whole Lakota army.
And French is going age 3 meanwhile.
Yeah.
That's you are exactly right. I mean,
lopsided fluff is wasting much time and resources to hunt down the 5 hussars.
Yeah, that's true. And I think Baus has been able to buy so much time with raids across the whole series, I think. And now he's happily going H3. And he has Minutemen, he has some Musketeers and H2 Hussar to sort of defend. He has strong villagers, which don't take too much damage versus these sort of bow type units. So I mean, if he's able to defend this push, he'll be in a great spot here.
Yeah, if he needs to get the army out of his base, but then he will be in. He's already in the Fortress Age.
But yeah, there is no shipment coming in yet.
There is no shipment.
Let's see how Baus does as a defender. I think in the first 2 games we have seen him been the aggressor. So let's see how does he do while sort of defending all this Sioux pressure. Interestingly,
Right
sending
now,
the 5 Dragoon card first.
He doesn't. He's keeping the 5 dragoons in reserve, sending more 5 dragoons. Now sending out the coureurs to get a shot and back into the TC.
Yeah, but 20 villages idle has lost all his entire, you know.
The idle time is brutal, and the Lakota mess is not small, and there's much anti-cav, melee and range against the dragoons. So
I think he has
I'm
the
not sure
perfect
how.
unit composition here, 3-unit composition here to counter everything that, you know, Baus has at him.
Yeah.
I'm curious why haven't we seen Minutemen from yet? But we have a big musketeer raid in base, but we'll focus on that later, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. 5 musketeers raiding in the base of Lopsided Fluff.
Ooh, the TC
But
is down. The French
the
TC
TC is the TC is down. The Lakota mass is actually not that large anymore, but there is no TC for Baus.
Yeah, so Lop sort of tried to trade off all his Satan bows and some of his army to kill that, you know, all the trading, the town center and the infrastructure of French. But Baus hasn't lost any villagers, still has 2 trading posts which he can put on wood to sort of accelerate that. Now putting an outpost in base to sort of get that shipment point.
Yeah.
So I think it's still anyone's game. You have 25 villagers for Lopi. You have 27 CDBs for French.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. The eco is actually not that far off. Baus has more villagers, and the villagers are 25% better. We have the 4 trade posts for Lopsided Fluff. We can't disregard them, but also 2 for Baus. So I think the economy is quite even.
Yeah.
And we have an age advantage for the French.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'd like to be French in this position for sure. And you know, how does Lop deal with dragoon raids with all this infantry? I think what he's trying to do, he's trying to burn the trading posts and sort of pester the French eco. But if Baus is able to, you know, raid with his dragoons.
I think Lopsided Fluff should try to age himself.
Yeah, I agree. And I think he is sending 700 coin to try and do that. But man, these dragoon raids will be so brutal. And he has been forced to pull back all his army to deal with these raids.
Those are 12 villages that are idled and getting killed at this moment.
A nice counter raid here by Lopi there with the Axe Riders. Gets 1 CDP down and many of them idled. But yeah, losing so many villages to the raids here.
Yeah, 1 courier for how many Lakota vills? 5?
Yeah, a couple of dragoons going down, but yeah, that's a good raid for the only Baus. And finally, he's adding skirmishers. Ooh, but another nice raid by Lopi in the south, though.
More CDBs are going down.
Yeah,
but 1 X-Rider does not. Both X-Rider don't seem healthy.
Yeah, losing more dragoons in the middle. Yeah, I think this is a dead even game right now. I think Baus will have an advantage with the falconet timing. Let's see if he's able to ship the falconet because he has enough dragoons to sort of cover them. And he also had that ace skirmisher card. So he could sort of start sieging down the forward base and sort of recapturing those trading posts for himself. And you know, meanwhile Lopi is trying to go H3. So yeah, it's still an even game.
I agree with that sentiment. Now sending 2 falconets and pushing the front base, pushing the trade route seems the right choice to me. And Lopsided Fluff almost has the resources to age, and now can do that. And he ages with the fast age up.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what he needs. And he does have a decent army. I mean, 24 Satan bows, lots of club warriors, some bow riders. Yeah, he has a decent composition there.
He has a healthy mass of units, definitely.
Another dragoon raid coming in.
Bow rider.
Man, I love seeing Baus play. I mean, he reminds me so much of a team player. Any moment he has with his units, he is never idle. He's always raiding. We have seen Hussar raid, we have seen Musketeer raids. This game we are seeing Dragoon raids. And look at those split fire from the dragoons. Got all the both the villagers down.
Both die, yes. An absolute raid enjoyer.
Yeah.
When I play team games, I'm the guy providing the frontline mass that is just there to soak up damage and die.
Okay.
I have not the micro nor the multitasking ability.
His Majesty is leading from the front, on the front lines.
Yeah. I provide the musketeer mass and hope that
look at
this works.
the macro from Baus. He has putting so much villages on coin, but he does not have any mercenary shipment though. So I'm sort of
Does he
surprised.
have an artillery foundry maybe somewhere? No, I don't see it.
No, I don't see it. And I don't think artillery is the way to go versus Lakota, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when Lakota reached the Fortress Age. He is training cuirassiers. They are gold
Another
heavy.
big cure raid here. Will Lop notice? Will Lop notice is the question. He does, and I think he has enough bow riders and elite bow riders to catch this raid. So yeah, I think that's a good raid defense here. Meanwhile, Baus trying to push the trading post. He knows the army is out of position, trying to deal with the raids.
Yeah, but you see, the four cuirassiers occupied the whole Lakota army, and that's not for that much long. I think he wanted to distract LopsidedFluff a bit longer, but this one trade post will go down.
Yeah. I think Baus, all the series, as you also mentioned earlier, has been on point with his multitasking.
Yeah, he seems like a player who is really good at that.
So he
tries to build his own TP, but this won't happen.
Yeah, true. But that is a big mass from Lakota. But remember that, skirmishers outrange Chitan bows. So, Baus with good micro can, just keep kiting them.
Yeah, but as long as the war chief is in the near of the units, they get a speed buff, so they can outrun the skirms.
Yeah, that's a good point also.
And the Lakota mass is not small. It's a scary mass of units. It's a really scary mass.
Skirmishers, and we have the first big engagement in this game. The club's going in. He has enough bow riders versus the cuirassier. Drag boxing micro, getting bow riders forward. Chitan, Chitan are very good when they're fighting because they have a high rate of fire like longbowmen. But these cures with the area damage, skirmishes from the back, it's very hard to call this fight. Who'll come out on top? Looks like an even trade to me.
Just tanking and snaring and blocking the escape. And now the French mass is still there, but the Lakota suffered heavy losses.
Yeah.
And I think this fight now, the fight was won by Baus. He sacrificed all his cuirassiers.
Yeah, but the battle is won. Came a bit ahead there. I think Lop had much more military might. But but look at the score. I think it's still a very even game. Both have the exact same number of villagers. Does Lakota have the Tokala big button? Because I just saw a lot of food go down.
Yeah.
That could be very scary, man. He is shipping 3 Tokala soldiers.
He's shipping Tokalas and the big Tokala big button is pressed.
Oh man, look at that. 9
we have 9 Tokala
soldiers on the field.
And those units are absolute beasts.
Does Baus have calf combat? He does have Goon with calf combat, but he only has 9 dragoons. Oh man, this is looking very scary. And look at the raid coming in.
Yeah. Lakota does not have calf combat. This would be much more scary, as pointed out by chat.
But yeah, still look at that. 780 HP. 1.5 versus skirmishers. They are like 3 shotting skirmishers, man. Baus trying to tank with the CDB, but Lop microing well. I don't like this.
But Baus singling out the Tokala soldiers.
Yeah.
But sacrifices the CDB.
I think, I don't like this micro from Loppy. He should have gone for the kill, which he's doing right now. But Baus on the CDBs. Yeah, this is not good micro from Loppy. I think he could have, cleaned up all the military mass, right, if he wanted to.
Yeah, with the right engagement, this 9 Tokala soldiers.
But I think he
Surely would
still
have been
be
able
able
to.
to come
The
out
fight
ahead.
still looks okay for Lakota, and Baus lost many coureurs de bois.
Yeah, but
But
yeah,
now a new batch of skirms, and now the masses on the French side again.
what is this card though from Lakota? North American trade. Villagers now on extra coin from while gathering resources. Is that
Yeah.
what you really need? I think I just feel like you send in 5 axe riders or 9 Makina rifles and try to right click French right now.
I'm not sure. As I said, I don't play Lakota. I have no experience with them. I see that card in Lakota decks, but I don't know how good it actually
So
is.
basically, every villager on hunt has like a small 0.515 coin per second
Yeah, as
trickle
long
right
as
now.
as
So yeah,
exactly.
I think it's like 1/4 of a villager on coin. So if you have like 25 villagers on food, it's like 5 extra villagers on coin. Yeah, I don't think it's a very good card, at least not right now. Yeah, I'm not sure about that card, honestly. But I think Lop is still slightly ahead and getting a good rate on the north. And look at all those low HP CDBs from the earlier fight will go
Yeah,
down.
those were the CDPs that were tanking the last fight, and they won't tank much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Score in favor of
Ref.
Baus, though. I'm quite surprised, honestly.
Yeah, but we have look at the villager numbers. We have 43 for lopsided fluff and 24 coureur for Baus. So the score is even, but the eco is shifting. I
Yeah,
think
and look at
much
this
more
big
to
mass
Lakota.
from Loppy. I think this will be a right click. He does not have enough dragoons to cover the falconets. I think the bow riders can just go
But
in.
those are mostly bow rider, so he does not need dragoons.
Yeah, but he does
I'm
have
not
axe
sure.
side. I still think
I'm
this is
not
a good
sure.
trade for Lakota. And look at that. 10 elite axe riders just coming and
All
right
right,
clicking
yeah.
and
All right,
cleaving the
okay.
French mass.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
Yeah.
This fight is
Yeah, this is just
won by
Loppy
the
just crushing
Lakota
this fight.
forces. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a convincing clean from them. Even during this fight, Baus was raiding with 1 cure. I don't think Loppy lost any villagers, but I mean, just look at that. You have to give it to Baus, man.
He lost some.
Oh, he
We
did.
are at 40 villager with Lopsided Fluff. He had more than
Yeah.
40.
And even now, trying to be annoying with the dragoons, he knows he doesn't have the mass right now to contest the army, so he's just going for a raid. Yeah, I don't see how Boss can sort of come back into the game, but raids are one way to sort of stay in the game.
I mean, this is kinda the only way that he at least can try to whittle down the Lakota economy and not fight big engagements
That's true.
until they're somewhat even again. But on the other hand, Lopsided Fluff is mismacroing hard. He has a 1600 coin in the bank, but almost no food, so he
But
can't
I think he can just
really
send those
make use of.
mercenary
He
shipments,
can't.
right? He does have,
He can't really
these.
make use of his eco advantage. He does not. He can't produce full batches of units because the food is missing.
Yeah, that's true. I think the hunts are running out and he had to walk a lot. But I think one good thing is he does have these, Santi support and kettle support, which will give him either axe riders and boost their stats, or the
Yeah,
sort of
sure,
the
sure.
Makina rifle.
He can definitely spend the coin. That's definitely correct. He can spend it. It won't be just sitting in base, but the first field comes for
Yeah, we have the
Lakota.
first mill or the first
And
farm for the first field in the series.
yeah, but French does not have that much natural food left. We have one half of a hunt in the
Right.
in the original base, and one on the bottom side of the map that
Right.
is unclaimed right now by anybody.
But I'm surprised that, Baus has still managed to hold on to two trading posts, because it seems like he has been behind in army although almost the whole game, but still managing to, sort of even out the trading post number here at least. Yeah, but I don't like going so skirmisher heavy versus Lakota. I think you need some units like, cuirassiers or halberdiers to sort of body block.
Yeah, right now there isn't that many bow riders, so some heavy cav could do wonders.
Yeah. Ooh, boss, getting some good free kills here.
Yeah, the bow riders choosing a
What
disadvantageful
shipment
path.
did Loppy go for? Because he hasn't sent those, either of the mercenary cards.
Um,
Did he
was
go
it
for?
cav combat?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I think he has gone for Cav Combat. You're right. I would have liked him to send those one of those mercenary shipments. Honestly, I mean, it would have been 20% HP and 6 axe riders. He could just have used that to right click Baus right now. But I think he's trying to play it slow. He's trying to play it safe. He knows he's behind in this series. He knows he is ahead. He's ahead in trading posts. He's probably ahead in economy. So I think he's just trying to play it slow and safe. Baus.
Baus is having quite a substantial army. We have 16 dragoons and somewhat 30 skirmishers. So right clicking with 10 X riders won't do the trick, I think.
That's also true. Yeah, and Baus was trying to go on the south of the map to sort of, secure his economy there, because he has like half his economy in the south, actually more than that. But
Yeah.
Lopi now got to siege the French infrastructure on the north for free. And finally, Baus is
Yeah,
going for some cuirassiers now.
sieging a base where everybody already left. So Baus can be quite secure, taking the resources in the south.
Yeah. I think with
They've
some villager defense, with Minutemen, with Boss's micro, I think he could sort of, take this fight. There are not enough bow riders for
Yeah,
Lopi.
now as I said, militia is called, and we
Yeah.
see the engage, but it's not the best engage that you want. The pathfinding
Yeah.
definitely did its thing.
But yeah, look at that area damaged by the
Cuirassiers is
cuirassiers,
getting hit.
man.
The
The bow
cuirassiers
riders
are
just,
standing
yeah.
right on
Oh
the
man,
rifles.
this is such a
This
big
is a
cleanup.
cleanup.
This is what not what I
This
was
is
expecting at all.
I was not expecting that. I thought the engage for Baus was not good.
Yeah,
The units were trickling in one after one, but the cuirassiers, man,
yeah.
they just stood in the middle of the rifles and slaughtered
As Haza
every
says,
one of
when
them.
in doubt, make Cap Combat Cuirassiers. And I think what happened in that fight was Lopsided just did a attack move, but the elite bow riders, they targeted either the Minutemen or the Fence CDBs, because all the Cuirassiers were still alive. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, maybe that is what happened. Sure.
and this gives
It's
Baus an
the
opportunity to
score
come back into the game, man.
the score switched. Lopsided Fluff was ahead 2 to 3,000 points. Now Baus is ahead 3,000 points.
Yeah, and he has secured 2 gold mines. He does have like 3k gold left in the mines. He's also going for a farm switch. He'll be able to get
And
1 or 2 trading posts. He might be able to get these 10 villagers, and he'll be able to, get the eco lead back as well.
Yeah, the thing is, more than the eco-lead, Baus has the momentum back on his side. He has
That's
the
also
mass.
true.
Lopsided Fluff has to remass. The French momentum could carry this game through to the end.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Because the Tukalas ascent, that there is no big Kef button that can be pressed to engage the skirmishers in some shape or form.
Big batch of 10 bow riders though, reinforcing. We have
Yeah.
another big fight. This one is pretty hard to call. I think both have sort of even army counts. And finally the bow
Yeah.
riders taking care of the cuirassiers.
But cuirassiers again on top of the skirmishers now
Yeah.
are dead.
And 3 more
there are
incoming.
enough skirmishers
Yeah.
left.
Oh man, is this a Baus comeback? Wow.
I think so. It seems like that.
Yeah, and Loppy sort of wasting
This is a cleanup.
Yeah.
Five riflemen are left.
Ooh, big pop of axe popping on the skirmishers though. That was a nice pop.
This is a huge pop. The dragoons need to immediately respond, and the skirmisher mass is halved.
Right. What does Baus have? See, Baus is out of food, so he does not have much reinforcements. A big batch of 5 cures coming.
5 cuirassiers are coming.
But the GG has been called. The GG has been called. Wow. What a game.
There is the GG.
What a game.
30 minutes, and right now the best game of the whole series.
For sure, for sure. And what a comeback by Baus, man. What a comeback. I was not expecting that at all. I mean, I think Lobby played it really well in the start. He had a great build. Initially, though, Baus got a lot of value from that 5 rating Hussars, was able to go H3, but Loppy just right-clicked his base with that entire H2 mass, was able to secure the trading posts, got some good trades in H3 because the Lakota army is just so good. But, you know, Baus with that micro, with that villager pull, I mean, that villager pull in the north of the map was so good. I think that sort of kept him in the game. And then the main fight here, which you saw with the cuirassiers, just got the comeback, man. Very well played by Baus.
Yeah, Baus just biding his time with raids, with Kev all over the map, refusing to surrender, refusing to die.
Yeah.
And then
look at this military graph, man. At 28 minutes, like from 60 pop to 0. Oh man.
This one final battle was more or less final battle that was so one-sided, won by the French, despite at least my expectations.
Yeah.
And then the momentum carried through.
Exactly. And look at that. I mean, Lop was way ahead in villager count. He had a couple of economic cards. He had more trading posts. He killed like 8 villagers in that fight. And he even outgathered Baus. But you know, just the calf combat cuirassiers, excellent micro and positioning by Baus, multitasking. He just, he just sort of outplayed Lop there. And yeah, well deserved.
Lopsided Fluff had in many senses won the game, but was not able to close it. And Baus then just came back.
Yeah, but yeah, your favorite game on your favorite map. It has been a very good series,
of this series, my favorite game.
Yeah,
really,
me too.
30 minutes, but not boring at any one of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, I'm going to be AFK for a minute. The next matchup is a German mirror.
So we have a classic German mirror. Sure, Vegas, I'll wait for you. Meanwhile, I'll quickly update the score, update the subs, and let's see what the chat has to say. Ain't no cap switch like a pure cap switch. I mean, every French player should get that tattooed, man. Was a fire match, agreed. Was a great game. Loppy needed to go H4 to get the infinite bison shipment. Interesting. ESOC always has great edits and production. Thank you for your kind words, Morlison. A lot of effort goes behind, backstage with all these overlays with the production. Every Civ flag, every element you see, even arranging the casters, arranging the player schedule, everything takes so much effort, but it all pays off when we have 150 viewers and all your comments and your participation. So thank you for those kind words. And if you want to see more tournaments from us, please subscribe, like, share, comment, even consider donating if you can. It's the community support that keeps the game alive. I mean, we are all doing this out of the love for this game. There is no big sponsor behind us, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you. So when Magus comes back, we'll start with game number 4, which is going to be a German mirror. I don't think we have seen a lot of mirrors till date. So yeah.
All right. I'm back.
This is the first mirror in this tournament, actually. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing any mirrors till now, man.
I don't remember either, but I haven't seen every series. But if it's the first mirror, then yeah, great premiere.
And no mirror like a German mirror with all those. And man, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it right now. Whether Baus wins or lose, he will kill like 30 villagers this game. I'm calling it.
Yeah, with his rating.
Yeah, man. Especially with German, his rating. I think he's going to kill at least 30 villagers, if not less. But yeah.
But what I'm excited about, or hopefully excited, German mirrors are really interesting mirrors, and I hope we see some Doppelsöldner action.
Oh yeah, I think Doppelsöldner as a unit does not get enough love, man. I think they have been buffed on DE or EP, and I think they're a pretty decent unit. So yeah, hopefully we see some Doppelsöldner action also. But yeah.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Ready whenever you are.
I am ready.
Okay then. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And this time I will not forget to switch the game screen. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, don't forget to do that.
Yeah. And look at that beautiful stinger transition also with the ESOC flag. But yeah, let's dive right into game 4. German mirror on the map. I think it's called SUD or SUDD. Yeah, it's a very open map. You have lots of corner mines, a decent amount of resources, but yeah, very open map. Kind of reminds me of Bayu in Legacy, if you remember that swampy map.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. If you had a trade route.
Exactly. I think every DE map has a trade route, man, almost, except Painted Desert. And that also is a legacy map. I think every DE map has a trading post, almost.
There are quite some DE maps without trade route, but you don't see them that much, since in the ranked pool there are exclusively only trade route maps.
True. And man, I'll just let you comment. I think the German Explorer skin, look at that, man. Just look at that.
Yeah, I'm making the prediction, then I take a look at it.
Just look at that. This is a glorious German woman, man, with the big rifle on her shoulder, carrying the German civilization, commanding all those Ulans. But yeah, I'll try not to stop Stero God.
The Austrian, she has the Austrian skin, the Kaiserin Sissi skin.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Which was famously the wife of the last actual emperor of Austria-Hungary. There was one after him, but he reigned 2 years. When World War ended, the monarchy ended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for the history lesson, Your Majesty. Who else? Who else will we want to hear
I
that
kind of
from?
have to acknowledge the Austrian representation in the game, even though I'd have chosen another historical figure for the skin, but that's just my
Yeah,
preference.
yeah.
Sissi wasn't that important to our history.
Interesting. I think. Would you like the Führer with the mustache?
No, 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 no.
uh,
I'd like Maria Theresia, which
uh,
actually was one of our greatest leaders in history.
okay. Yeah.
But sure, take Sissi. Then you can make jokes about always looking for France. Yeah.
I love this banter, man.
Get
Love this
carried.
banter. But yeah, I think both players have gotten pretty good treasures. I think Baus has got like 130 coin. Loppy, on the other hand, got some wood treasure and EXP treasure also, which is always pretty good for Germany. Let's look at their decks.
Yeah.
Baus 1v1 land deck. Pretty standard deck. Unfortunately, do not see any Doppelsordner cards in H2 or H3. So that tells me it will be a more of a cav opening. For
Yeah, but
Loppy.
if you play with Doppelsöldner in a German mirror, for example, you don't have upgrades for them. You either build 5 of them, you build and make some sort of semi FF. You make 15 of them and make do a timing push, and then don't train them anymore for the rest of the game.
That's also an excellent point. So Lop's deck is called Mirror, and he actually has 5 Doppelsordners in his deck. So I mean, he might know what's up.
The 5 tops in the H3 are wonderful defensive shipment. If you're under siege and you just aged up to the fortress age and you send those in and pop the 5 Doppelsöldner on the besieging army.
Yeah, I agree. I personally think it's a very underrated card in German decks, especially as you said versus H2 pressure or versus civilizations like China, which have a lot of sort of melee composition. I really like that card in the deck. But yeah, I think this is turning out to be a very classic mirror. Both players getting aging up with 17 villagers, building a market, getting a trading post in transition in their home. No forward towers or anything like that from them. The macro also looking, settler wagons on coin. So I think they'll both either go for a cav will restart or uh, fingers crossed a doppelswordness start.
Yeah, I'm hoping for at least one playing Doppelsöldner, but Baus already showed his love for raiding, so I kind of expect a Kev start from him.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll quickly know about that. But we have the first. Oh, so we have a barracks from Lope, in fact. So Lope, listen to you. So,
Nice.
yeah, I know who you are rooting for in this game. But
I'm
we
rooting
have
for the
the.
infantry. Yeah, there's the stable for Baus,
Oh yeah.
as predicted.
Yep. Now you're hoping that you were the in the chat predicting instead of maybe casting this game. But yeah, we have a pretty standard German opening from Baus, and both players have sent arguably the best H2 shipment in the game, equivalent of
I
6
mean,
villagers and 2 Ulans. I mean, it does not get any better.
how can this be not the best H2 shipment? It's really good.
Ooh, I think Baus wants this 190 XP card, but Loppy has his 2 Yulan here. So it's going to be 2 Yulan
Yeah,
versus 2
but
Yulan.
Lopsided Fluff loses his
Hero, yeah.
explorer.
Yeah. So interestingly, Baus
So
going for 700 coin. He might want to, go for a semi
there's a
FF here, but he
yeah,
has not scouted the barracks from Lop yet.
Yeah, there's a 5. Yeah, he has 7 Ulans. This was a full batch of Ulans, so this is a 5 Ulan semi FF for Baus.
Yeah, and Loppy
Now
going for
9
700
Ulans with
wood.
the next shipment. And yeah, there are 3 Doppelsöldner for Lopsided Fluff. 3, not 5. So there's something went a bit wrong there. The batch wasn't able to get.
I think it's very hard to get 5 Doppelswordners out because they cost more than even Ulans. But yeah, could have been a little better mic.
Gold 125 gold to 25 food. It's a weird macro situation with the double Söldner.
But Baus sees he knows this trading post is out of TC fire. He cannot contest these doppel Söldners head on. So what he does? He goes for a raid, and we already have one villager going down for Loppy. Look at that. Look at the perfect positioning. All the Yulans took one swing and boom, the villager was dead. Ooh, but
next 3 double Söldner are out, so Baus needs to be careful, but he has so many Yulans he can just split them.
But the pathing doppel Söldner is getting one swing, and look at that. 3 Yulans are already on half HP, and another swing. Look at that, man. He lost
they do so much damage
in one swing. And he has been able to kill one trading post and one house meanwhile. Let's switch to Baus.
One swing with the Zweihander and those glass cannons just fall from their horses.
Such poetically said, man. Such poetically said. But look at Baus's macro, man. On point. I mean, he's over-gathered food, but look at that. He is H3 at 8 minutes, despite some pressure. So I think that's pretty good. He is popped, though, so that 3 war wagon shipment will be slightly delayed. Loppy, on the other hand, is also macroing for H3. But, he is ahead one shipment, and he has taken a good trade. So I think Loppy looking good right now.
Yeah. Baus is in H3.
And remember,
LopsidedFluff is aging, has some good trades behind, is training more double Söldner.
Oh, interesting. So he's a double Söldner enjoyer.
Which will get less effective as soon as the war wagons and skirms are on the field.
He may even, cancel those doppel Söldners when he's H3. Maybe he's just making them as a precaution. But
this could be very well the case, yes.
But I think one thing I really like about Loppy's build is that, despite him being a little bit slower, he does have, all the infrastructure down. He has a barracks, he has the houses, because of that, 700 wood. And Baus knows he's on a timer. He has to sort of, apply some pressure with this.
The mine in LopsidedFluff space just ran out, and he has to collect coin outside. And the villagers, they're isolated. They have to run away.
Yeah, but I think with the 3 doppel Söldners and the 8 skirmishers, but
they can scare away the army of only Baus. But on the other hand, the war wagons can just kite.
Yeah.
And this is the mine that the closest mine to LopsidedFluff space. He needs it.
But now the 8 skirmishers coming in. But I think excellent micro by Baus, man. With the 3 war
now
wagons.
I can do something with the skirms.
Yeah, I think he has been able to kill like 5 Yulans with the 3 war wagons till now. So excellent micro by him. And he's able to escape with all 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
2 of them really took hits. One 70 HP, 40 HP, but this could have been much worse for LopsidedFluff, I think.
True. I think he was
losing the mine in the moment when the enemy army arrives.
Right. But man, look at this macro from Baus. I think because he was microing so hard and because he had to sort of skip his 700 wood, he has 2k food. Oh man.
If he had a shipment, he could just send 1,000 coin, but he does not even have a shipment.
Yeah.
So he kinda has to awkwardly try to remacro.
Yeah.
Send all his villagers to coin.
So many houses. He has to get veteran Yulan. He has to get a barracks up. I think this is the problem when you go for like this fast semi-FF without 1k wood or 700 wood. You are just sort of, you have to just chop so much wood.
Yeah.
And I think Lop's macro is looking way better. But yeah, I mean, I'm not very sure about the, composition here. Instead of war wagons, he's going for veteran doppel Söldners. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what he does. He has 1k coin and a shipment though. And instantly goes for the Hessian Jaegers. That's a big power
Ah,
spike. That's a big power spike.
I like this. I like this. Baus has the advantage on war wagons, which means he has 6 of them, and Lopsided Fluff has none of them. So Jäger is a really good choice. And the double Söldners are enough to hold the Ulans away from the Jäger. So I like the thought behind this. Though if you look at the score, Baus is 4k
I think
ahead.
that's because he invested 1k coin into the mercenaries. That's why he's behind. But yeah.
Sure. When the Jägers arrive, then we will see an increase again at Lopsided Fluff.
Look at that.
You're right.
Look at that. Boss going for Black Riders, man. But I mean, Black Riders are very good in German Mirror usually. Especially with, Maito proving that. But yeah, Lopsided Fluff is going for the counter build.
Lopsided Fluff has no Cav on the field.
No Cav as a German player. When do you ever see that, man? There's literally zero Ulans on the field.
That's such a rare sight. I really hope Lopsided Fluff wins this one, because
redefining the German mirror meta, man. He might just redefine the German meta. I think earlier the Maito showed us the way with the Black Riders and the full Yulan. Now he's just proving the counter.
I love the composition. I hope he gets away with it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why Baus is so ahead in score, despite the both of them sending mercenaries and Lob being on one extra trading post. Maybe it was because of the bad Yulan trades he took.
I think if you see, Baus has much a bigger army.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, it is 6 war wagons, and a war wagon is free military pop.
Look
now
at
the engage
those that doppel swings, man. The Yulans are just melting.
Glorious.
Oh, but Lop is going in too much. He needs to save those doppel swordners.
Yeah, the doppel swordners are getting sniped. Only 4 of them alive. 3 of them. You can't. Oh no! Now they're dead. Now they're almost all dead.
And a big batch of Yulans from Baus there.
You can't cleave with your big Zweihänder if you're not close enough to do so.
Yeah, and the GG has been called.
And this is a GG.
Oh man, I really like the composition from Lop, but I just think he needed to have some Yulan in there. Just imagine if he waited for a 9 Yulan shipment, saved a couple from H2, because then he'll be able to sort of go in with both the doppel swordners and the Yulans together and sort of block Baus. But
I'm completely with you. Yes, I'm completely with you. Some Yulans would have changed a lot for Lopsided Fluff in this one, for snaring and for the mobility on his side. Yeah,
but very well played by Baus. I think Lop was again sort of slightly ahead this game in the start, but as you mentioned, when that coin mine ran out and Lop had to sort of go out to gather the coin, he wasted like 4 or 5 Yulans.
He had to dance around with his units to somehow make sure that the villagers stay safe.
True.
This was a critical moment, and yes, Baus again played this really clean.
Yeah, I think Baus is looking like a like a top 20 player right now to me. Made no big mistakes during the entire series. We saw sharp micro from him. We saw good multitasking. I mean,
the micro, the multitasking are actually scary.
Yeah, I don't think King of Osman will have an easy time dealing with Baus, and I'm sort of excited for this series, man. I mean, I think only Baus is like a dark horse kind of. I don't know how much he has been practicing, but yeah, if he plays at a high level like this, he might be able to challenge the #1 seed King of Osman as well. But yeah, very well played this series. I mean, technically really it is like a 4-0, right? I mean, if you don't count the...
It was basically 4-0 without the admin win. True. Yes. True. It was the first 2 games were... It was, were a bit one-sided. The third game, on Anatolia, was really close. And now the last game was not that one-sided, but again cleanly played by Baus and
Yeah, I think the last two games were definitely the better games, with game three being both of our favorite. Even in the last game,
Yeah.
I think Lop had a small advantage with the Doppelsordner start, burning the trading post, burning the house. But
Yeah,
he just
he
slightly
had
misplayed,
definitely
I
his
think.
opportunity. He
Yeah.
definitely had his opportunities.
Yeah, I think it was just about, having the three military unit composition and the slightly better micro versus just the sort of, melee infantry and the range infantry composition. But yeah, very well played
Yeah.
by Baus, and congratulations to him on advancing to the round of 16, where he'll face the number one seed King of Osman, man. That will be a series.
It will be a sight to behold, indeed.
Yeah. So, so who took the predictions? What is the chat saying? Guys, hang on. We also have another series. We have Soldier, big good old Soldier versus Easy, just coming
Versus
up
Easy.
in the next 5 minutes. I'll just quickly update the
Yeah.
UI. I'll leave you to discuss the
And
chat and anything you like.
yeah, I will update the stream. And yeah, you asked about the predictions, and throughout the series, the predictions were quite one-sided for Baus.
Really
So many people expected this outcome, I'd say.
interesting. And I'm just looking at the brackets. I think they have had a lot of 4-0s in the round of 32, despite actually to my surprise, because I think the brackets were laid out very well. So we had Conqueror 4-0 versus Bulldog. We had Hawk 4-0 versus Melanchola, which I casted, and I was very surprised actually. We had Den 4-0 versus Gilead, which I think was more or less expected. But we had the closest series, Look Tom versus Shake, where Look Tom won 4-3. So besides the Look Tom series, I think the most of the other series have been a clean sweep till now.
Yeah, fascinating. We have the man himself, Big Easy, in the chat, right on time.
Yeah. So Easy, no spoilers, please. But yeah, I'd love to get your thoughts after each game. So yeah, that's always fun to have. I think the one advantage with the recorded games is that you can have the players themselves coming in and talking to us. So that's always fun. But yeah, I'll quickly update the UI. It has already almost it's getting quite late for me, and I think we might have another sort of big series. So yeah, let's quickly get into it.
Yep, we are casting now your series against Soldier.
You can't say Soldier, man. Your Majesty, you have to say Big Soldier. I mean, I think
Big
he's
Soldier.
one of the OGs. I think.
I'm sorry. I have a clear favorite in this matchup because Easy is one of our German speaking guys. So I'm on this side. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But,
what's the first big matchup here, man? And let me know the Civ bans as well.
yeah, first matchup is I'm loading in. It's Easy with USA versus Soldier with Spain. And before you ask, I will look up the Civ bans.
Uh-huh.
Both banned Germans.
Oh, interesting. I expected Easy to ban Soldiers Germany, I think Soldier is pretty good with Germany. Because I remember some of, the old 3-4 years ago games of Soldiers. I think this guy loves to go H2. I think I saw a 25-minute H2 game where Soldier would have made like 50 or something like bows and pikes and still managed to win that game. So yeah. But yeah, interesting that both banned Germany though.
Yeah.
I thought Soldier, being more of a classic player, might have opted to ban a civ like USA or maybe a DE civ. But yeah, interesting.
Easy is also most of the time a legacy enjoyer.
Ah, okay. So yeah, just let me change the civ bans. Civ ban player 1 is... Where is Germany? We have the glorious Germany here. And we have USA here. Perfect. Oh, sorry, both banned Germany. The USA is the
Both
civ they are
banned.
playing.
Both
Oh,
banned
yeah,
Germans.
my bad.
Both banned Germans.
Okay then, things are looking good. So welcome back everyone, anyone who has joined us right now. So we just had the first series between Lopsided Fluff and Big Only Baus, and Baus managed to take that series 4-1. It was a closer series than the score told, but yeah, it was a very dominating performance by Baus, playing very clean. And now we have the next series, which I will bring to you with great pleasure. We have Big Soldier returning in the tournament. A classic player, needs no introduction. I think him and his brother were popular streamers also. And yeah, I think it's just a delight to watch Soldier play. Let's see how good in shape he is. And I'll leave Your Majesty, my co-caster Magus, to introduce Easy, being a German player. So yeah.
Yeah. Easy is one of our most regular players in the German league, constantly playing in the first or in the second league, and generally also a micro-oriented player.
Interesting. So
famous for civs like Haudenosaunee and French.
So I think we'll see a lot of legacy matchups again this series.
Yeah, and Germans theoretically, but we won't see them in this round.
Okay. So on the peer seeding, our good friend Easy got a 22 rank, 22 seed, while Big Soldier got at the 11th seed. I mean,
Yeah, so
Soldier was seeded higher than even some of the active players like Lionheart and a couple of players like Conqueror even. So yeah, that just shows how much people respect Soldier. Despite him not being the most active player, he's getting a 11th seed in peer seeding, man.
I think respect is rightfully granted, and Easy is clearly the underdog in this one, at least in the view of the players participating.
Yeah, but I'm definitely not expecting like a 4-0 here. I mean, I think it'll at least go 5 or 6 games, if not more. And yeah, I'm excited to cast with you. So whenever you are ready.
Hope so.
Whenever you are ready.
I hope for a great series, and I am ready and waiting.
Perfect. So game 1 will be on Great Plains. It's going to be Soldier Spain versus Easy's USA. Let's dive right into it. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let me switch the game screen. Yeah. I just love teasing you with that now at this point in time. But yeah, so we have Soldiers spawning in the north of the map in color blue, playing Spain, and look at that. I mean, the view lock is already giving me a headache. The man has got too much APM. Dog going in one direction, crates, villagers gathering, crates in another direction, hero going in another direction. So yeah, Soldier looking good. We have Easy in the south of the map, playing USA. arguably one of the easier civs in the game. I mean, I remember Big Shake saying it's a pay to win civ.
USA is definitely a powerful civ. You have the benefits of Spain with big and powerful shipments, but without the drawbacks of a relatively weak eco, you can't get many, especially gold trickles in with USA.
Yeah.
And your shipments are just that powerful.
And look
That
at that.
said, the
1
Spanish
minute.
are one of the civs that can work against USA.
But man, look at that. USA 1 minute shipment. He has gotten a shipment before Soldier. That is just insane to me. But Your Majesty, just notice the Easy's hero name. We have another homage to the number 1 player.
Where is he? Kebab Geisler. Yeah, Easy is a big fan. Is a huge fan.
Yeah. Yeah. So Soldier getting a nice 85 wood treasure. That's pretty good. That's always good for Spain.
Yeah,
Using that loyal war dog Margarita to his advantage.
Thing that Spain can do from early on, take big treasures with the war dog and get an advantage from that.
Yeah. And especially, one thing I have noticed on this map a lot with, the big players like Frontline and Angers doing, they like to get their outpost or forward base in the middle, and they love to take these big XP treasures. I mean, Soldier could even now just, make a couple of war dogs or make 5 rods and get these both 320 and 210 XP treasures for virtually free.
Yeah, he definitely could do that.
But yeah, easy aging up with Pennsylvania on just it's a 10 by 10 age up. So I'll leave you two to talk about USA. So what do you think is happening?
Age up, I think I'm maybe a bit rusty, but 10-10, at least how I know USA, is not that usual, but I guess you can do it. Pennsylvania is the more economic focused age up. You get the coin trickle from your meeting house. You can get an alliance with the Cree and Cree Korea if you want to. If you really want to boom on wheels. 10-10. I have not seen that one, but sure. Maybe I'm a bit out of touch with USA.
Interesting.
And this is the new meta. I'm not sure.
And the bank wagon.
We see the bank wagon. Yeah. So coin trickle, and we already have sent the capitalism. So you effectively have 3 coin trickles with that age up if you send the card with the Pennsylvania pound in it. So this is quite a good safe eco for USA. That's what I said. You have the benefits of Spain without the drawbacks with this civ.
Very well put. I think Julian in his 22 civ guide should quote Your Majesty on that. What is US? US is Spain without the drawbacks. I know if I have ever had to have a guide, I'll use that quote, man. But yeah, and look at that. I think Soldier reading my mind. I think he's already crack shotted one of the bandit riders. And when he goes H2, he'll get more HP and stats on his dog and his explorer. He could even make another war dog and could even get that treasure for free. So yeah, pretty strong. Going up with a governor politician looks like a classic, FF macro. Has 128 wood, which is going right into steel traps. We'll see the tower coming forward. Good thing is Easy has scouted this tower actually. So he knows what's coming.
Yeah, and what I said, Spain is one of the few chiefs that can actually quite effectively work against USA, because USA struggles, at least in the early up to early mid game, against cav units, especially lancers, because your anti-cav are your expensive musketeers.
Oh, okay.
I mean, USA can get the carbine cav, and if they are out, then it's basically over for the lancers. But the Spanish player tends to be faster in the fortress age.
Agreed.
So there's a window. There's a window for Spain, I'd say.
Right. And I think I agree with your assessment. I think one of the scary things about US is getting those two blockhouse wagons up right in the middle of the map. But soldier going a bit aggressive with this outpost and getting the map control, and maybe even sending hussars, falconets, or his unit shipments forward will sort of force Easy to get those blockhouses in his base. So yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
also pretty good for him.
and Soldier already aging while Easy is not, and Easy overgetted in coin a bit, bought some food for this, so he can age. Started with a stable,
Yeah.
so he can get the Carbine Cav out, and Carbine Cav is what you want against Spain.
Yeah, I
But the
agree.
first, the timing push, the Spanish timing push needs to be withstanded in order for USA to get the mass that they want. And as you said, there are 5 War Dogs, and the treasure will be taken.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I mean, War Dogs, it's not even that he's wasting food on the War Dogs, because H3 War Dogs are one of the best, sort of, they are like a pseudo and sort of pseudo heavy cavalry, and they are pets, so, most units don't have multipliers versus them. They are just very good for their cost in H3. And look at that. Soldier even going for the 320 XP with them soon, and sending 5 villagers behind this, which is allowed by sort of this, these EXP treasures, making 5 Rodoleros in transition, aging up with the adventure, which is I think 8 bows. So yeah, he'll have a nice timing also to punish USA. He does
Yeah,
have Spanish gold in his deck, so it'll be interesting to see what he goes up with in early H3.
yeah, it's interesting if we see Spanish gold, because if we see it, it is the first or the second shipment in H3, and if it isn't, then we probably won't see it. But the Rodoleros and crossbows are the units you want, because there is a stable, there will be, and the stable is scouted for soldiers, so there will be Carbine Cav, and you want to have the counter units for that ready.
Yeah.
But also we see first shipment 5 Lancers.
Yeah, and look at this game, man, already. I think Spain and US both are one of the best two civs for FF wars, and already we see the pressure coming in.
USA is housed, and this is
Oh man.
this is a problem. We see the Minutemen,
Yeah.
a great militiaman variant, and we have of course the sharpshooters from the Asia, but
Yeah.
being housed is a problem. And now the Fiat shipment, the Russian company.
Yeah, I don't think he can get away with the Russian company. I think he needs those 5 carbine
He,
cav, and look at those
I think he
dogs.
needs units. Yes.
Yeah, look at those 22 hand attack just eating the low HP sharpshooters. What?
But we see you can also from the church, you can push a button and get
Yeah,
a
that's what he
shipment of 6
gets.
carbine cav or 5 carbine cav. So he gets the units.
Yeah,
He
that's true.
gets the units, and he gets the blockhouses. So he has the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and remember the blockhouses that they give him HP. They give I think 35 or 25%, 30% gather rate boost to your villagers on food, which is especially even better on this map. And they act as defensive towers and barracks. I mean, I think this is one
I'm
of the
just
best H3 shipments in the game.
I'm just not sure if I agree with both blockhouses being in the base. I mean, there's a bit of food in the base left, but you kind of want to take some outside resources. On the other hand, I understand that Easy wants to be more defensive, because the Spanish push, the Spanish Falk push is still on the way.
That's true.
somewhere.
Yeah, good micro by Easy though, getting like 1.5 Lancers for free,
Oh
but
yeah,
has to go back
but
now.
we
Yeah.
actually won't see Falconets that soon. Next shipment are Rodoleros.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we
quite
see
surprised by the sort of 8 Rodolero shipment, because I think USA does not make much hand cav at the start. I think they have this big Yulan shipment of 500 food and 500 wood, but usually they do not make hussars in H3. So I
I
think
can imagine that the soldier just wants to catch the carbine cav with the rods.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, it could also, the rods are also useful to go in versus potential 3 Gatling guns. But I think maybe Falconets would be the better choice. But again, Yeah, I don't
But
think this is what you want to do here. A
I
soldier
think Soldier
could
is
micro by
Soldier is wasting
easy.
units. Yeah,
You have the TC
Soldier is
fire,
wasting
you have
units, I
two
think.
block houses, you have villagers blocking, you have easy microing well here, and the big sharpshooter shipment.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a good
I
hold by
think I
easy.
think this engage was uh, not favorable at all for Soldier.
I
And he
completely
loses
agree.
way too much units. The rods are in melee with the sharpshooters, but there's still this big carbon cuff mess, and now Batch Minuteman.
Yeah, and I think behind
This
this, USA does have slightly better economy with the bank, with the
we
trickles,
have
with the
we
North
have
American
free coin
company.
trickles. We have better food eco because of the Russian companies. The American eco is so much stronger.
But 32 villagers for Spain though, because he was able to get away with 5 villagers. But yeah, I think USA may be slightly ahead. And look at those carbine cab, man. They just attacked so
Yeah, the
fast with the Minutemen.
carbine cuff
Easy
are just
just
beasts.
Easy just had such good trades, man.
Yeah.
Cleaning up the whole Spanish mass. And Soldier wasn't able to go with Spanish gold or 1k wood or anything like that. So, yeah, I mean, this is looking good for easy. And it's reflecting in the score as well.
We have 5 hussars for Spain. Maybe tries to raid something, but as long as the American villagers are in base, they're protected by 2 blockhouses and the TC. So not many raiding capabilities right now, but soon the hunts will be gone.
True.
Maybe maybe Soldier can have a comeback like Baus did in the last series, just with raiding.
Yeah, I don't think this is still game over yet. I think the big thing will be the 3 Gatling gun versus the 2 Falconet shipment. That fight will be I think the decider fight. But yeah, I think USA just has the better skirmisher dragoon composition, and right now
Yeah.
is ahead in tempo.
We have the 3 Gatlings, the Gatlings sieging the outpost, and yes, the Carbine Cav and Sharpshooter is plainly the better composition.
Soldier going Rodolero heavy. Did he get veterancy though? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, those are
But
vets.
yeah, I think Soldier does need way more skirmishers. Maybe he's just hoping to smash the Rodleros in. Uh, let's
I
see.
think that was the plan. I think that was the plan in the beginning, to just overwhelm me for Rodeleros,
Hmm.
but the fight in the base was just so disastrous because of the blockhouses that this just didn't work.
True, true. I think what Soldier needs right now, his hero is also dead. I think he needs a small villager pull, maybe making 5 war dogs, sending Minutemen, and just then smashing the rods in, trying to get a good trade with the Falconets. But yeah, looks kind of hard.
First,
Easy adding even
yeah,
more carbine cav there. 15 carbon cav on
first,
field.
ooh, like
Oh, but yeah.
Gatlings get a
Will
volley.
Falconets
Yeah,
get a
first
wallet?
thing is,
Ooh, almost one Gatling gun down for free.
ooh, I think Easy got lucky because 2 Falcons can one-shot a Gatling.
Yeah, I think he pulled back at the
He,
exact
he
moment.
pulled,
Yeah.
yeah, he pulled away in the last possible moment.
Yeah. But look at that, man. Pulaski's Legion. 12 guard
Ah,
Ulans coming in.
I
Man.
love Pulaski's Legion.
Yeah.
The Cav switch that no one expects.
Right.
But there are so many rods, so I'm not even sure if that is the right call.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
could
true.
you could send the Kentucky Jäger, the Kentucky Hunters, 15 sharpshooters, 5 Renegado and 5 not Owlhoots is the name.
Wow.
5
Okay.
Owlhoots and 10 sharpshooters would that be at this moment? And there
Yeah.
are almost only
Oh, but will the
Rodeleros on the
carbon
field.
kite go in? Because there aren't enough skirmishers though.
The Carbine Cav could just
Yeah.
snipe the Falcons.
17 HP Falconets has to pulling back
Carbine,
now.
yeah, but the
Losing
one
all the
Gatling is down,
Gatlings for
second Gatling,
free. Yulan's going
yeah,
in. Yeah, this looks like a good fight for Soldier with the Falconet still alive.
yeah.
Rod still is going in. This is very close. This is very close.
I think the Ulans were the wrong shipment. I think the Ulans were the wrong shipment.
Yeah.
The 15 skirmisher would have been the right call.
True.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, I think that was a good trade for Soldier. Still
Yeah,
Falconet
the artillery is
alive.
still alive.
Yeah, and War Dog's alive. And Falconet getting a big shot on these low HP
Oh yeah,
sharpshooter.
big shots.
Yeah, and just like that,
One Falk is down.
Soldier is back in the game.
Yeah. With that, he's definitely back. The score shifted. Now Soldier is in the lead.
Yeah, and now Easy is exposed in the map. He can no longer, be under the protection of his two block houses. And
Yeah.
It's the game has just
one raid could end the game at this moment.
I think your point is correct that maybe 12 Yulan wasn't the best card, but EC could have, I think, microed that a lot better. I think he should have just pulled his Yulan back, let his Gatlings die, and just sort of kite more with his units.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think excellent micro by Soldier there, and proving that you can smash Rodeleros in. The classic Spain move.
You definitely can, especially versus Yulans.
Right.
We see some Apache Cav from Easy.
Oh wait, is that a shipment?
That's a shipment. Yeah, there's a 8 Apache Cav units.
I think they're like dragoons. Yeah.
Yeah, they're dragoons, and they can get invisible if you want them
man,
to.
imagine Apache going to stealth and killing the Falconet for free.
Yeah.
That'd be some cheesy tactics. That would be some cheesy tactics.
I kind of want to see that now.
I mean, Soldier has counted these dead hunts. He knows where Easy's eco is. He has one Falconet alive. He is trying to push slowly, going for a big skirmisher mass now. He knows he has enough anti-cav. What is Easy doing? Yeah, Easy is going in with his Apaches.
Yeah, not stealth, but he's going in.
Yeah.
Trying to snipe something, but the Falk has half of HP left.
I think Soldier just has too many skirmishers at this point. I mean, despite losing that Falconet, he's just ahead in the skirmisher numbers.
I think Soldier could just attack, move in with the rods.
Yeah, I think Soldier is just wary of the mistake in the first engagement.
But he doesn't even need to push into the base because the eco is somewhere else. Now the mine is also gone from Easy. So
yeah, true.
He's getting more and more exposed. And the sharpshooters win the skirm engagements because of the range, and right now they're not utilizing that. New Minutemen pop, but I think the mass is squarely on the side of the Spanish now.
Yeah, I agree. I think if Easy can get at 15 or 16 skirmisher shipment that you were mentioning right now, somehow by market trading, maybe that will bring him back into the game, because I don't think Soldier can, make much Lancers. So, what is Soldier's answer here? And look at that. Soldier has the perfect answer. He is making more Falconets. So yeah, I think Soldier is pretty experienced here. He knows how he can lose. He can lose to maybe some Gatling guns if he goes pure infantry, or he knows that US has that big 16 or whatever 17 skirmisher shipment as the game goes by, so he cannot win the skirm war. So he queues Falconets instead. I think that's very smart by Soldier.
We see the Marvelous Year, which isn't that effective on 1 TC.
Yeah. I mean,
because for people who don't know, it makes TCs produce faster and makes villager get faster.
Oh yeah. True. You know the percentage though.
Plays the AoE 2 Spanish sound.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, big 4 Falconet.
4 Falcons.
There. Yeah, that's not enough Dragoons to sort of clean 4 Falconets, and look at that.
Really not enough.
I don't think Easy has enough economy to add Culverins at this point.
All 4 Falcons are still alive. One is half dead, but getting big shots into the sharpshooter. There is 2 Gatlings on the field.
Yeah, but they won't be enough here.
No. because the mass is already
And yeah,
diminished.
Soldier getting the first shot off.
Yeah, one Gatling already down. One Falk down. Second Gatling will go down.
But yeah, that's just enough Falconets to again keep winning the skirmisher war. He has enough siege to sort of now target the US base, those frontier houses. And look at those big shots. I mean,
Oh,
and the
yeah,
GG has been called.
And yeah, I stand with the opinion that if Easy had sent the Kentucky Hunters instead of Pulaski's Legion, he would have won that fight and won the game.
So, I mean, I think you need to give Easy some coaching in the German league next time. I guess. But yeah, I think I agree.
He will gladly take my coaching. I'm sure he will do that.
Yeah. But I mean, it was looking so good for Easy. I think tonight I've been surprised by, most of the games. Even Lop versus Baus, the last two games, Lop was in the lead initially. And even in this game between Easy and Soldier, I think Easy was in the lead initially. He cleaned like 15 units for free. I mean, look at that trade, man.
The trade was
40
insane.
military pop, which went down to 3, and Easy lost like 5 units for that. And I think those 5 units were mostly Minutemen. So I mean, that was an insane trade. But look at that again. 80 unit population for Easy with those Ulans, but just 52 units for Soldier. But it was just the Rodolero Z move and the Gold Falk micro. And yeah, he was just ahead the whole game after that.
Yeah, definitely is.
I'm interested to see who outgathers who.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the eco stats at this
Oh,
game.
so
I think USA
Spain-
had the better eco.
No man,
The whole game.
all game Soldier outgathered
Oh.
Easy hard and pretty hard.
Alright.
I think
I
once
did not
or
see that
twice
coming.
Easy was idled, but even if you look at the graph early till like 8 minute, I think Soldier was pretty far ahead. I think that's because of the 5 villagers maybe, or the market tax.
I did not see that coming, especially without Spanish gold being sent.
Yeah, true. So yeah, well played by Soldier. Let's update the score. Let me know the predictions. Let me know what the chat is saying, and we'll quickly dive into game number 2 of this series.
Yeah, predictions were one-sided for Soldier.
So no one winning big bets yet. All the predictions going.
we had no underdog winning and somebody getting 1 million channel points.
Oh man.
Did not happen.
Yeah.
Until now, hopefully.
Yeah. So Your Majesty, let us know the second matchup. And remember, guys, this time Soldier, the winner, has to pick first, and Easy will have the option of counter picking.
And Soldier picked the Japanese.
Wait,
and
what?
Soldier picked the Japanese, and Easy picked another divisive, the Mexicans.
Wow. I was not expecting Soldier to play Japan, that too on a first pick in the second game of the series. I think Japan right now is one of the, I won't say the worst civ, but more like the bottom civs in, I would say. And
maybe it was a bit of a throwaway pick. But on the other hand, this map is not bad for Japan.
Oh yeah, we have the Ivory Coast map again.
The Ivory Coast again, yes.
True. So yeah.
But this map is also quite good for the Mexicans.
Oh yeah, I think I definitely favor Mexican in this matchup for sure. But let's see. I mean, I'm very excited to see how Soldier's Japan is. I don't think I've ever seen Soldier play Japan, honestly. So yeah, let me quickly update that. Okay. So score has been updated. The flags have been updated. I'll quickly load up the recorded game. Chat, please let us know your predictions. I mean, this matchup is interesting. while people are betting on Soldier. Soldier is the higher seed here, but I think this matchup favors Mexican for sure.
I think so as well.
So yeah, it will be interesting to see how the betting goes this time. But yeah, I'll just quickly load up the game. Oh man, I just hope this is not the game that goes OOS, because I remember Gigs telling me one of the Rex goes OOS.
Yeah. Yeah, this could go out of sync, it seems. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, so ready with the countdown. So yeah.
I'm ready.
So yeah, I'll just quickly switch to the game screen. 3, 2, 1. Let's get into game 2, ladies and gentlemen. So we have here Easy playing this and it goes out of sync.
Yeah.
Oh
Question is,
man.
who won this one?
Oh man. So who won this game?
It would be nice to know, so we can.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we won't get to see Soldiers Japan this time.
Yeah, Harrison says in the chat that the Insurgente alone counter the Civ. I know who won, but I'm waiting until the prediction ends.
Okay.
I will disclose it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. it just great. The best game in the whole tournament. Said that nobody got to see it. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Somebody put in 10,000 points for Soldier or for Easy the last moment. I haven't seen it, but this game went too easy.
Oh wow. So.
And yeah, sadly we did not see it, but the Civ matchup highly favored him. We're probably all on the same page on that.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we will not get to see Soldiers Japan in this series. Perhaps the next series, if Soldier manages to win Easy, but for now, at least, I'm happy that we are getting a close series. So we have one each. So yeah, let me know the third matchup, and you can get right to it.
I'm loading in, and I will tell you shortly.
Perfect.
Soldier plays the Brits, and Easy plays the Aztec. So the first legacy matchup in this series.
Yeah. So we have Big Soldiers Brits and Easy's Aztec.
Aztec, yeah, on painted desert, so no trade route.
Oh yeah, yep. I think another good pick for this map. I think Brit, Aztec, Dutch, Russia. These do pretty well.
Yeah.
On this map.
Those are kind of the main picks on the map. Yes. So I saw China on that map in the winter.
Really?
Winter championship.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if I remember right. I think Optimus was playing China on this map.
Oh wow! Okay.
Against Aztec, it was a China Aztec matchup. That much I know.
Oh, interesting.
I guess that Inca would also be a good Civ on the map, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have some bug on game 3 again. So again, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, with the Civ flag for the player 2. I'll sort it out with the ESOC team later. But for now, it is Soldier Spirit versus Easy's Aztec. And let's dive into game number 3. I'll quickly load up and then we can sync.
Yeah.
So yeah. 3.
I'm ready.
1. Let's go.
Yeah.
So this time we have Easy spawning in the north of the map, playing the Aztec civilization on the map Painted Desert. And we have Big Soldiers spawning in the south of the map, playing the Brit civilization. And this is the second time we have seen Brits today on Painted Desert. Seems to be a favorite of the masses. Soldier getting a quick 50 food treasure. Uh, I mean, again, one of the cool things I like about this game is the attention to detail. I mean, I love to meet the guy who names all these treasures, man. A stand of
Yeah.
spruce trees worth 60 wood. I mean, these are still fine. I remember some wacky treasures like, you capture a
Yeah,
painting and you get some experience. You rescue I don't know what, rare artifact and get some experience, or a
my
letter to an
favorite
old one. Yeah, please.
my favorite is the worthless peace treaty on the European maps.
Ah, okay. So what
You
does it
can
give?
find a peace treaty that is completely worthless and you get 50 XP from it.
So the peace treaty is not the peace treaty is actually helping in the war effort instead of
Yeah.
making peace. But yeah, so yeah,
As a nod of the many peace treaties that were signed and completely ignored shortly after that.
so historically accurate actually. So Big Soldier
Yeah,
going with
it's at least an ironic take on historical events.
interesting. Ooh, a nice 65 wood treasure for Easy there. Soldier going up with
It's
the standard start. I think 2 manor houses both in base. I don't think you want to spread out your manor houses too far versus Aztec.
yeah.
That can easily burn them.
I'm sure that that Britain wants to take advantage of the economy and the Aztec has to be the aggressor in this matchup.
Right. I think Aztec has this sort of cow lead. Look at that. 5 cows already for Easy and a sixth one. I think you have 8 cows on the map, so 2 for Soldier, 6 for Easy. That's a small age 1 win. Went up with the fire
Definitely.
pit, with the house, putting the warrior priest on the XP, which you normally do. To check out the decks, it's called 1v1 semi FF. Some would
You
say
see
you should
the
put the word toxic somewhere before semi FF, but yeah.
you see the calendar ceremony.
Oh, which one is that?
That's
Oh, yeah.
the if you send it, you get one warrior priest, and you can make with on the community plaza the next age up cheaper and faster. It's like House of Trastamara, but you have to work
Ah,
for it on the community plaza, and it
okay.
was seen with FI builds back then.
Oh, interesting. So deck is called semi FF, and I
Yeah,
think one of the most annoying things as British versus Aztec is the that JPK unit, that Jaguar Prowl Knight, because
yeah.
they literally kill everything British has in H2, because British does not have a skirmisher unit that can kite. And those guys
Int-
promote, they kill musketeers, they kill hussars, they kill
they kill
longbowmen
long.
in melee. It's just a hassle to deal with them.
It's a really strong unit, but interesting enough, we don't see any shipment
Yeah,
for that. There's the big button in the town center for
right,
Jaguar Prowler Knights, but no shipments in this deck. So I don't expect much focus on that unit. We
right.
see an aggressive Warheart.
Oh, so Soldier is aging with the governor, and we see
Yeah,
the fast age up from Easy, but he's sending 3 warrior priests behind this. So is this a
yeah.
fake rush, or
I
what is
think I
going on?
think this I think this is more map control and pressure on a psychological scale, because the
Ah,
free
okay,
warrior priest suggests that he is going to want to be in H3.
right. Let's just
But the
see
deck is
what
called
he.
semi FF, so
Mhm.
maybe he will train a batch from of some sort of unit. He's building a marketplace, so he will get some market upgrades.
Right.
So interesting
It will be
what's
interesting
happening
to see
there.
what cards he send. Does he send villagers? Does he send army cards? And Soldier has sort of
He
scouted
sends
the forward blockhouse, has put his tower defensively, has put his barracks defensively, and elects to start up with longbowmen. Interesting.
you were asking that the second shipment for Aztec is 700 wood.
Oh, so yeah, so it is sort of a slower map control play, as you said. I mean, this reminds me a lot of the Baus versus Lob game that we saw. While Baus went for a forward, blockhouse, he didn't go for an all-in build, and this is exactly
Yeah,
what this
it,
reminds me of.
it's kind of the same. Yes, and we see some two coyote runners, so not a full batch because maybe he was housed. I'm not sure. I think he was housed, or the wood was not enough. So tries to scout, maybe raid something, but the Brits is still in base.
Yeah,
The soldier
and
starts with longbows. This could be a mistake.
yeah, I think I mean making 5 longbowmen as the first batch is fine because you have the wood crates and longbowmen TC fire does fine. But I think beyond that you do need some pikes and some hussar, especially versus Aztec, which can just spam the slingers and have these strong coyotes. So I think I hope soldiers add some musketeers, pikes, and even hussars to this mix soon.
Yeah, the 10 longbows managed to scare away the coyote runner. Killed one,
Right.
4 are left. A next batch of bows is in queue. That's ballsy. You already saw
Oh
the shock infantry, and you queue another batch of bows.
Oh man, yep.
I can respect that,
Yeah,
but
I think that's
but,
one way
but
to lose the game.
that's ballsy.
See, ballsy if you're being respectful. I mean, honestly, it just seems a misplay to me. I mean, you don't even have
Yeah,
walls. The coyotes can just
that's what I
walk
mean.
in.
That's what I mean, because he actively sees the counter unit and chooses not to train a batch of pikes or musks.
And Easy is going for the
I'd like
exact
to have this
counter.
confidence. I'd really like to have this confidence in life that Soldier has at this moment, at this given moment. Because we have 12 coyote runners. That they will absolutely demolish the bows.
And I'm talking about confidence. Look at that. A 15 longbowmen semi FF from Brits.
I'm
I do not
I've
understand this.
I
I mean
I
this.
play Brits since forever. I've never seen such a play.
Yeah.
The
Um,
15 longbow semi FF.
Finally, we have some musketeers in queue, but I feel that this strategy is
I
too
think
slow versus Aztec. I mean, Aztec can just send another unit shipment and just right click the British base right now.
I think Soldier is lucky that Easy hasn't attacked yet for some reason.
So Easy did go a bit all in. I think he trained. Okay, no. So Easy is Warrior Priest booming right now. So he is already
Yeah.
on 5 Warrior Priests, making some more, batching Coyotes, trying to get some raids on the outskirts, not committing. Maybe he'll send Coyote HP and then go in. Not really sure what he's waiting for, honestly.
I'm not sure. Now he sends more slingers, so more mass, and this will be a timing, I think, when the shipment arrives.
Yeah, I definitely
Not
think.
sure if not sure if I had actually preferred the 6 spearmen just to add some siege, but I
True,
guess the mass is enough.
true. And look at that. I think Easy will go have the perfect timing right now. If he chooses to push right now with the,
Yeah,
17 slingers and this,
now Soldier is so vulnerable.
right. And remember
Yeah.
that British ages up slow. And British
Yeah.
has to upgrade all his units. He has to upgrade his musketeers, his longbowmen, his hussars if he adds. So
You
it's going
are
to be very troublesome for him to
you are
hold this.
absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You don't have a fast age up. Soldier ages up with the adventurer, which is the classic one, more longbows. But you are slow and you need upgrades for everything. You're
Yeah.
absolutely correct.
But I think Easy is also giving him a little too much time. I think
Yeah,
he needs to push now.
I'm wondering why he holds back. I'm really wondering why he holds back.
Maybe he wants 10 Warrior Priest and the Attack Dance to go in. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think he's giving
maybe.
Soldier too much time.
I think so as well. He's training a batch of pikes, of Puma spearmen. I think the attack should have happened minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, if Soldier gets veteran musketeers, he gets Minutemen. He gets like 2 falconets in a choke. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
Easy sees the H3 and now decides to come.
Now the big button comes. The Jaguar big button comes. I think now is the time to attack, and Easy is attacking. Soldier just arrived in the Fortress Age, so no upgrades are in right now.
Ooh, but this is good pathing for the longbowmen. Behind the trees, behind the villagers, Minutemen, Musketeer, Tower. I think this is a good position for Soldier for sure. Coyotes going in, Mace, DPSing from the back, even sniping the warrior chief. I mean, gotta respect the micro from Soldier. And with the 9 muskets, he might just be fine to hold this actually.
I think, yeah, it looks that the British mass is intact. The vet upgrade is through. We have 9 musketeers from the home city. 5 hussars will follow. The mass is still there. Yeah, this fight was not even close.
Oh man. I think that was just brilliant positioning from Soldier. With the longbowmen just, DPSing from the back, musketeers in front. He even let some of the villagers soak up the damage. I think very good hold from Soldier there.
The Coyote runner were all in the choke point in melee with the musketeers. I think the attack from Easy was too late.
Agreed.
It was too late. I mean, would you expect a semi-FF from the Brit? Easy was expecting a boom, an H2 boom. That would be my guess.
That is true. Easy still does have, he does have 10 warrior priests. He does have a slight economic advantage. He is an age behind though, but he is adding another war hut. I don't think British would have 2 falconets anytime soon. So maybe if Easy can get a good trade under his war hut with his superior eco, he might still hang in there. But yeah, I think Soldier is ahead in the game.
Easy sends the calendar ceremony, so he will have he will now work. Hopefully, it's still on XP, but he will switch soon. I think to work for a fast and cheap age up.
Yeah, I think he just needs this Coyote Tactics card ASAP.
He sends Maya. Javelin throwers.
They are like musketeers, right? They are basically anti-cav.
They're musketeers. They're musketeers, and they have a really good siege.
Oh, interesting.
So it is a really strong shipment. 11 of those.
Okay.
You see it mostly in rushes.
Mm-hmm.
For Aztec, rarely that late in the game, but it is a strong unit, a good musketeer unit with good siege.
Right. But yeah, looking a bit scary here for Easy. He has Soldier has got veteran musketeers. He has got veteran longbowmen, and this choke actually might help Soldier more than Easy in defending this position.
The coyotes will pop out.
He is trying to flank with the coyotes, but I think there are just enough musketeers. Oh, attack dance though, and the mace and the javelineers pop. Seems like a good pop though. But hard to say. There is just so much red mass, and all of it is our each 3 units.
The coyote were all over the musketeers, and now they're dead. This could have been better for Easy.
Yeah, I just wish Easy popped the Jaguar. Oh, so I think he has already done that. But yeah, if Easy waited for a better pop, this could have been a better fight. Another 10 coyote popping, this time on the longbowmen though.
Yeah, this is a better pop. This is a better, and there are less musketeers also on the field than there were before.
But how does Easy deal with the 5 hussars? And
the 5 hussars now come from the backside and attacking the slingers.
Yeah, and Soldiers just reinforcing with more musketeers, even sending in the falconets, which will clear these war huts. And the GG has been called.
Yeah, there's us. I wanted to say, if you look at the score, you see who has the advantage, but who clearly has the advantage, but the game is over. Soldier has won, and I think Easy waited too long for the push.
Exactly. I mean, imagine if that push just came, 30 seconds earlier, when, Soldier wouldn't have the 7 longbowmen from the age up, when he wouldn't have the 9 musketeers reinforcing during the main fight, and he wouldn't even have the wet musketeer upgrade. I mean, then the game would have been totally different. So yeah, I think Easy had a good build, but as you said, just waited too long. And Soldier with the great hold. I mean, you have to give it to Soldier also. His positioning with the army was perfect right there. He had the lower mass, but I mean, Longbowmen in a choke, with villager defense, with Minutemen, with Musketeer shielding, with the trees pathing. I mean, it was just a very good hold from him.
It was a perfect use of the geography of the map.
Yeah.
Like Sun Tzu tells us to do in the Art of War. Soldier used the geography to his advantage.
Yeah. Know thy opponent, know thyself, and know thy geography, and you shall win.
Yes.
So yeah, game 3 going to Big Soldier, taking the series 2-1 in favor of Soldier. I'll quickly update the UI, and if you can kindly let us know the 4th matchup.
Yep. And we have seen that matchup before on the very same map. It is Lakota for Easy and French for Soldier on Anatolia.
Interesting. So, I think first game was blind pick. Soldier picked first in the second game. So Soldier got to counter pick in the third game. Now it's Soldier's turn to pick first again. So tell me, why do you think even, we saw Baus, who's another good player, and now we have seen Soldier pick French first on this map? I mean, Lakota first makes sense, makes absolute sense. I think Lakota is one of the best civs on this map. But why French though?
I don't know if the French are just a good counter civ for Lakota. I really can't say, because I personally would choose Sweden on this map, even against Lakota.
No, makes sense to me.
But yeah, maybe because French is such that of a reliable civ in many circumstances, or because you can't the coureur are harder to raid. I'm not sure if French are the counter pick for Lakota right now. I can't really put my finger on it.
Yeah.
Because the map doesn't scream French for me.
I totally agree. I think there are better French maps. And especially versus Lakota, I think I mean, I at least don't see French doing too well versus Lakota. I mean, Germany has been banned. Not sure what other Civ Soldier plays, but I think. But yeah, let's see how this game goes. We have certainly seen a good French sort of countering Lakota, and only the game will tell how it goes. But again, I will say Civ Micro goes to Easy, like in the second game. So yeah. Oh, just a second. I think I've put P2 is Lakota.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, got it. So yeah, let's load up the game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, if you're enjoying the series brought to you by ESOC, please like, subscribe, share, consider a donation, make some hype in the chat, let us know your love in the comments. So happy to see over 170 viewers on a weekday listening to a banter Magus. What a lovely night. What a lovely Tuesday night for me.
Yeah, definitely. But what a joy it is to cast games, to cast a tournament for a game that is so niche like Age of Empires 3.
True. So yeah.
Right, I'm ready and waiting. Don't forget to.
No, I learned from the lesson.
I need more baguette. Fuck me.
Oh, so we finally have the baguette sound alert. So thank you whoever played it. So we do have a baguette enjoyer here, soldier taking the French. So 3, 2, 1, let's roll. So we have easy this time in the color blue, popping in the south of the map, playing the Lakota Civ, and I think immediately going for the middle where all the water buffaloes are. And we
King
have
of Oz,
big Lakota. Yeah, please.
just a small interlude. King of Osman writes that more people would watch if it were you in a 3v3 on vanilla.
Oh man, no. I'm a nice caster, but as a player, I can get very, see, I love to flame. I'm not the nicest guy as a player because, especially on team games, you are stressed from work, you come out to chill, and some people maybe play bad or don't listen to you, and then you lose. It just makes me so mad. But yeah, anyway, we have some micro contention here. Ooh, losing the age 1 scout at 1 minute
Yeah,
mark. That will hurt French for sure. Soldier
the
going for the
scout
middle trading post. But
the
yeah,
scout was denying a cow, a water buffalo for Lakota, but was sacrificed in order to do so. And this is a big H1 win for Easy.
oh yeah, completely agree. Especially this map being so big, and I know French would also like to make maybe another trading post in transition to maybe deny Lakota, so it becomes even harder to scout what Lakota is doing without
Yeah,
without that extra
definitely.
native scout. And I think Easy still got a couple more water buffaloes. Went for the in-base TP, which sort of boosts your gathering. I have seen some Lakota players, if they get a nice treasure, they even go for a market or
I've
even
seen
go
that
for
too. Yeah,
a trading post start.
that some Lakota even play with cards like Advanced Market and go crazy with buying and selling resources.
Oh, but
Uh,
look at that. Look at that speed,
oh,
man. That was the speed in question.
yeah,
That Lakota soldier was like one tile away from, the soldier hero. And look at that soldier hype. Can you get some soldier hype
soldier
comments in the
hype.
chat? And look at that pull trick.
Uh,
Oh man, these
yeah.
just small
Eh,
things make me love this game even more. So the
the
Lakota hero was boosting this treasure guardian speed, and Easy did a pull trick to save this guy at
the
9 HP. I mean,
the Lakota war chief is called Böser Bison, which means translated evil bison. And he is quite evil, as we have
oh yeah,
seen in the last 3 minutes.
oh yeah, getting all the buffaloes, stealing the buffaloes, killing a scout, stealing a treasure. Uh, evil incarnate. But just to highlight, banter aside, Soldier going with the 12-10 age up here, and I think at a pretty respectable time, aging up with the quartermaster. Let's see what he can get done with that. This signals to me like more of a aggressive start. Maybe he wants to deny the
Yeah,
early trading post. Maybe he'll have a crossbow pike or maybe a forward barracks somewhere. We'll have
I
to wait
think
and
that's the
watch.
plan. I think that's the plan. A fast age up with 12-10
Yeah.
to contest the map. And Easy is not going fast age. He's not going with the messenger, but with the chief.
Yeah, I think this is what we saw last game. But yeah, nice micro by Soldier getting one treasure back as revenge. 45 wood really does help French out in the transition macro, especially when you go for, a faster build like 12 by 10. So yeah, I'm interested to see what Soldier will do here. We do not see any forward villagers yet from either player. Easy sending any villager forward. Uh,
Yes, he tries to do, but they are
but yeah,
scouted
oh
by
yeah.
the explorer.
Yeah, but seems a little
And
late to me for the war hut.
yeah, the war hut is not as aggressive as it could be, and it's a bit late. So
True. And look at
soldier
that.
kinda
Soldier sending 3 Hassa. Wait, but he just cancelled it. Oh man. I would
three
have been so
hussars
hyped
first
too.
shipment.
Yeah.
Three hussars first shipment would have been wild.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to seen that. I mean, I know it's a Tony game. 3 Hussar force is kinda risky, but I think it might just have worked with the 12-10, honestly. No, I don't understand the 700 wood though. I think if you go with a 1 rack start, it's better to send 4 villagers instead of the 700 wood. Maybe he wants to steal the trading post, but I'm not sure.
I think he wants to take the trade post.
Yeah,
I think
that would
that's the
make sense.
plan. I'm predicting that this is the plan. That Soldier takes at least the 2 trade posts on his side.
Mm-hmm.
So Easy can't just research the stagecoach without gifting Soldier free resources.
That's true. That's true. But look at that. 4 Axe Riders will pop in and will kill Soldier hype. Oof. Man, that'll hurt. But yeah, we'll never let the Soldier hype die down. Come on, chat. Give me a hype train for Soldier. So Soldier adding a second
hype.
barracks, making musketeers.
Second barracks.
Interesting.
Kinda interesting to see a second barracks come up.
Yeah, I don't think he has the economy yet to pump out from 2 barrackses.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Needs the 700 coin for that to happen.
Oh man, the herding for Soldier though has been terrible, if I may say. I mean, all respect to Soldier, but I think
yeah, I see it.
the herding has been so bad this game.
I see it. This hurts.
Yeah.
This hurts.
Yeah. Nice micro by the musketeers, but yeah.
This hurting could cost lives.
Yeah. Making crossbows now from 2 barrackses. Interesting build.
So
I honestly haven't seen this build yet, but yeah.
Maybe your crossbow pike prediction will happen, and the musketeer patch was just a quick reaction for the X Rider, because there was, I don't know.
True.
I'm not sure.
True. And
no, we see more musketeers. So no pikes for Soldier. At the 700
I think he's forgetting that he's playing. He's not playing British.
Yeah,
he's being a Musco enjoyer.
He kinda does the British thing, and he uses the wood not for the TPs. So I was wrong. He used it for the crossbows and uses it for more crossbows.
Right. Maybe what Soldier's plan is, he wants to go for a timing. He is letting his, opponent invest into trading post and stagecoach while he is massing from 2 barrackses. And maybe the next shipment could be something like 8 bows or 3 hussars. And he'll just try to, win the FP war. Because, I mean, he does have a decent mass for 720 in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the mass is decent, but it's really fascinating to see a British infantry combo from the French.
But talking about mass, look at that. Lakota has the same mass, has 3 trading post and stagecoach in queue. Oh man.
And still for X Riders, so more mobility.
Yeah.
And we see the walls. The arch enemy of Lakota walls.
Yep.
They are not as efficient as they could be. There are some. Yeah, I guess Soldier wants to just close the gap and doesn't really care, but
right.
Those aren't efficient walls. Right. Especially those between the market and the native post.
So this signals to me that Soldier might go for a semi-FF now, because he's not adding a stable, he's not sending any unit shipment. He has spent like 125 wood on these walls, which are at a good choke. So maybe he wants to go for a Musk Falconet play. I'm not really sure.
He is queuing more musketeers, so I'm stopping you right there with that assessment. But
okay.
Maybe he sends 700 coin. Maybe he will. No, he has already queued full batches. I don't think he will stop the production. He will push now.
But I just feel that I think his build was neither here nor there. I mean, if you want to go for a semi-FF or a later timing, I think it's better to go for like a 13 villager age up, more standard play. Or if he wanted to do this timing, I think he should have attacked a little earlier. But the Satan going right into the Musketeer army, losing like 6 Satan for free. Oh my god.
They just everything you said was right, and I agree, but Easy just wasted 10 units or so.
Yeah, that hurts. And behind this, Soldier is now actually going for the age up now. He feels confident enough, he's gotten a good trade. kill like 6 units for free, killed a trading post for free. Now he can just sit back, go for the Musk Falconet combo.
Yeah, definitely. This engagement was really unlucky for Easy.
Yeah. And he's actually
And
going for the
he's
Great Hunter instead of,
a
unit
great hunter.
shipments and, right-clicking Soldier's base. So this might actually work
Maybe
well for Soldier.
the great hunter could mean that he wants to press the big button for Tokala.
I feel it's just too early for the big button right now. I think it only pays off
Maybe
after like 15 or
and
16
and
minutes.
and he does not have the food in the bank for it.
True.
Maybe he wants to just get the resources in the age, but he's also not stopping with unit production. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure what the plan is here. He has
Yeah.
4 trade posts, and 3 of them are on wood and 1 is on XP.
This sort of is giving me game 2 vibes wherein, Easy took way too much time to attack. He had the right build as Aztec, but he took too long to attack.
Yeah.
And now Soldier has again the tech advantage. So,
But now, yeah, Soldier has the age advantage, and the mass is fairly similar. So I'm not sure if Easy can attack right now. He tries definitely.
True.
He tries to, but I'm not sure if he actually should.
Yeah. And he has
The-
no way to deal with his cannons right now.
Yeah. Easy wants to age. Great Hunter is through. All trade posts are on coin, and he wants to go to H3 with this.
Oh, I think that's a smart decision. I think one
Yeah,
big thing that is hurting Soldier is the lack of trading post himself, because his shipment progression has been very slow.
yeah. Soldier will push now with the 2 Falcons, but he will take the time to siege the trade posts, which will give Easy the time to actually age.
Right. I just
Because I
wish.
can't imagine for Soldier to just ignore the trade posts. I can't imagine him doing that.
I agree. And now Easy scouts the French army coming in for his forward
Yeah.
base, for his trading post.
And Easy is aging.
Right. So I think
With
Easy
the
will
messenger.
lose. Easy will again lose. Like, oh, Soldier did not notice.
Mhm.
I thought
No,
that will be like a free 2 Axe Riders again going down for
Soldier
Easy.
chose to ignore that.
Oh man, but look at that. This could be a big raid. This could be a very big raid. Oh man, I'm
Yes,
scared for
yes.
Soldier.
Does I'm really.
Does Easy see it though?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Oh, I think this is
Ho-
this is
ho-
200 IQ from Soldier. So what Soldier is doing?
24 Coureur de Bois could have been
Yeah,
severely under attack.
yeah. I think
But
this is a
Soldier,
very smart move from Soldier. So what he's doing is he knows he doesn't have the mobility. He does not have dragoons yet. So he is pulling soldiers to the fight. So he can use these villagers to soak some damage. But if Easy tries to raid him, he can always go back. So I
yeah,
think
he
this is
also
very smart.
that's he pulled the villager to gather resources where the army right now is deployed, so they can defend the villagers if necessary.
Right.
And the next TP will go down. We have the cuirassier shipment coming through. 4 cuirassiers are being built, so not quite an 8 cuirassier timing,
But yeah, I think
but
Easy
still
has
good
the
enough.
perfect answer versus this Musk-Huss Falconet composition, and that is 10
Oh,
rifle
yeah.
riders, man. I think that is the perfect counter.
The 1 unit composition answer to
Everything.
all of what is on the field.
Yeah. Sadly, though, he has lost so many trading posts. He does not have a war hut, so he cannot, upgrade all these units. But yeah, I think elite rifle riders, elite axe riders could do very well here.
They could do very well, yeah. That's why I really don't like to play against Lakota, because
And look at that.
I
20 villagers on
love
attack
Musk Huss and
dance.
Musk Falk.
20 villagers on
And
attack dance and the main
attack ceremony.
engagement comes. Elite rifle
And
rider
there's
sniping one
engage.
falconet, second falconet, all
It's down.
axe riders going in, rifle riders now microing. This looks like a
This
Lakota
looks like a
fight.
clean.
Yeah,
This looks like a cleanup for Lakota. The X-Riders are sacrificed. They just need to tank into snare, and this is a cleanup.
Yeah, and the Satan bowmen are just, with their 1.5 rate of fire, just
Yeah.
sniping all the infantry. Very well handled by Easy there. Very well handled.
This went very well. This went very well for Lakota.
And now all our soldiers' economy is exposed. Look at
Yes,
where he's
so
gathering.
oh god damn it!
And
Again, ballsy.
yeah.
But on the other hand, no, Easy wouldn't expect the food eco to be down there. So he will look at other places first
Yeah.
before he will find
Actually,
it.
if you even see the fog of war, Easy hasn't scouted the map where the soldier is behind
So
at the south of the map.
soldier playing 5D chess right there with his villages.
Agreed. But yeah, soon he'll be out of coin also, and will have to go out of base. But now he has transitioned into those H3 units, Skirm, Goon, Cuirassier. So let's see what happens now.
Yeah, when you see Rifle Rider, you need to make the switch.
True. A lot of
Even though there
Citan
aren't many
Bowmen still
Rifle Riders
alive.
left. Yeah, there's many. There are not many Rifle Riders left. 3 Rifle Riders we have there. Most of that units are Baus and some riflemen. More Rifle Riders are on the way.
Yeah.
Soldier is heavy on coin with 34 villagers on coin.
Oof. It does not have any mercenaries shipment, but I think he just wanted to pull his villagers back because he felt they were exposed on the hunt. I just feel like Soldier just has 2 less of skirmishers right now. I think he's going too heavy on dragoons.
He needs more skirms. I think so, yes. I'm a bit disappointed that we haven't seen anyone utilizing the natives on this map yet, because if it's just for the big button, it's still good.
Okay.
I highly advise to take the houses of Fana if they're on the map, no matter which civ you play at some point.
Right, and especially this skirmisher tech seems very strong. All
the skirmish attack
more attack seems pretty strong.
The Cav unit, the Boya, is also a really good raiding unit. They have an attack speed of 1. So what the Delhi was when they came out.
Oh yeah, yeah, they swing so fast, man. But I think Easy does have the military advantage right now. He has enough anti-cav, he has the axe riders, and now starting to pour in some elite Wakina rifles as well. But yeah, with all the villagers here, it's very hard to push in.
He can't commit yet. But Soldier needs to defend this place. He can't really move away there. Here is his eco. And do you see that? That one herd decided to run on top of the cliff, and it's so frustrating when that happens.
Man.
It's so frustrating. That herd is basically lost. Herd is basically lost.
How does that even happen, man? They just run up the mountain.
The cliff, there's one pixel or something where the animals can run up and down, but you can't. Or something like that. It's so frustrating when this happens. This is one of the things where you really start cursing at the game, because this is not necessary.
And behind all this Easy has taken all 5 trading posts, man. And he's even sending cav combat, so he's looking to be in an excellent position. Even sending this one treasure guardian to sort of scout the soldier's army. Soldier does not have cav combat yet.
No. But he could have soon. He has a shipment ready any second now.
Yeah, and you call
it. And he sends immediately cav combat. Yeah. And he has 30 dragoons and some cuirassiers, so it definitely makes sense to send it.
Yeah. I think one of the very underrated cards in the French deck is this Wilderness Warfare card, which gives 20% HP to your skirmishers and your villagers. I think 20% HP is quite good. I mean, it's not a 15-15 attack and HP combat, but it is almost as good. And you can, get beefy villagers for villager pulls. And man, like we saw the last game between, Baus and Lop, those CDBs can save the game. And
Yeah,
20% HP on skirmishers, and imagine that native tech also. That would
I'm
be
not
good.
agreeing that it is underrated because you see it in basically every French deck. But you can also the big button from the Fanar doesn't only give you some musketeers. It also buffs up your villager combat capabilities.
Wait,
So
what?
it's also a fun tech for a
Oh
villager
man,
push if you
I
want to
I
do that.
really want to test that now. So thanks for the pro tip. So remember, guys, anyone who is seeing this game and decides to play French on this Anatolia map, you have to get Fanar and you have to get Greek Revolution in.
And push the villager during the
Yeah,
Greek Revolution.
yeah,
It sounds fun to do, I guess.
yeah, man. That sounds insanely good. I remember playing on Yukon where you have the Nutka club, man, and they also have
Yeah,
like the villager tech. So I used to send that age 1 villager HP Nutka tech and just right click your opponent's space at 12 minutes with like a Muskus and villager mass. And it's
yeah.
just, and your villagers don't die, man. They're like 400
Maps,
HP
maps,
with like 40% resist, and it's just hilarious to watch.
maps with node counter map are prime villager rush maps. Yeah, when you see a French or a USA, you at least kinda have to expect it to happen.
But oh my god, we have him save. We have 199 pop and the elite Tokala soldier big button and cav attack. I mean, I think if Easy
Uh,
does an attack move without microing, she should still win this fight.
how many? Seven
Oh
Tokala,
my
seven
god,
Tokala,
he is on
and this
200. He is on 160 army pop.
yeah,
Oh man, that is
this
insane.
this this battle will be legendary.
Yeah, but we have the CDBs in. But yeah, let's look at the micro.
Yeah,
So Dragoon,
so
Axe side is
Dragoons are engaging.
connecting. Cures going into Bow Riders, not the best, but the Dragoons are connecting. The villagers are
The
tanking.
Lakota light infantry was shooting at the villagers first. Now they are actually attacking
The
what they're
Dragoons,
supposed to do.
yeah. But yeah, just this looks like too much blue mass. And remember, Bow Riders, Satans, they all shoot faster than normal skirmisher units.
And we have also the attack ceremony.
Oh
The
yeah, can't
more
forget the
raw
attack
stats
dance.
for the units. But
Soldier is doing
the
pretty
fight
well
is
considering though.
yeah, considering this, the fight still looks not that bad for soldiers. Both armies have taken their hits, but Easy is retreating.
Yeah, that's the power of the CDBs, man. I think soldiers lost like 5 CDBs, but I mean they
Power of the
represent like
CDBs.
they are like 550 ranged HP if you consider their range assist. And all these units, most of these units were attacking in range mode as you said. So yeah, they soak like 3k HP worth of bows and arrows from the Lakota army.
Yeah.
Score still very, very close.
The more impressive that a soldier was at least yeah, kind of winning. The mass is smaller than the Lakota one, but he wasn't just overrun I kind of thought that would happen because of
Yeah,
that huge Lakota mass.
yeah. And look at the drag box of the Lakota army, just marching parallel to the trading post, to the villagers. This is just fun to see. I'm reminded of Robrot. But yeah, now
But
soldier
as
getting Arsenal
as stated
text.
by chat, the Lakota has 20 more villagers, or almost 20 more villagers, and the trade routes. So
Yeah, agree.
Lakota eco is strong.
And
And
great
then
hunter and great hunter.
And
So,
Great Hunter, and the natural resources on the French side are running out. The last hunt is running out, the last mine is running out, and Lakota still has mines at least on their side.
true. I think both players ran out of food at the same time.
Yeah, kinda. It's almost simultaneously.
Yeah. But what I like about the deck of Easy is that he has these native cards, those native mercenary cards, so he can send the kettle support, he can send the Santi support, and utilize these mines. And remember, he can even if the villages are not gathering, he can just put 25 them on the community plaza and get instantly like plus 15% stats on all the armies. But we have another engagement here.
You have an engagement, and it kinda depends if the cuirassiers
Soldier is waiting for his
can do
villagers.
something.
I mean,
The
I love
villager
this
pull.
villager pull, man. This is how French is made to be played. This is how French is made to be played. And Easy has learned the lesson the hard way and is retreating back, sort of kiting and microing and using a pull trick. One thing I would like him to do is revive his hero, though. Easy
So,
really needs to revive his hero.
yeah, he needs the war chief. Soldier hasn't even sent the pioneers yet, so the villagers can be even more tanky if he
Yeah.
wants to. But now it comes to a full-on confrontation, and the
But
cuirassiers
yeah,
are
and
tanking.
yeah, and a reinforcing batch of cures from the back. Lots of skirmishers still alive. This looks like a fight for Soldier.
This
This looks
looks
like the
like a
fight
win
Soldier.
for the French Empire. No matter how many villagers are on the community plaza, and there are 25 on it, if I see it. 20 are working on the community plaza.
Yeah, but
So,
but remember, Soldier has no reinforcements. If Easy is somehow able to snipe all the dragoons, which he's trying to do, and wait for the 6 axe riders with the elite upgrade, he could hold here. But yeah,
yeah,
this is
but
looking good
is
for
he able
Soldier.
to snipe the dragoons? Is he able to do so? But I don't see it happen.
Yeah, and those are calf combat dragoons. Easy does have 9 elite bow riders with 37 attack. So if these if these elite riders come in, uh, could be a cleanup. But yeah, such an intense game. I think again we have your favorite map and another favorite game in the series on this map. And look at that, 4 HP cure raid on the mine.
The 4 HP accuracy.
And the
Look at
elite
him go.
400 HP, 66 attack elite riders are coming in for the kill. Let's see how well Soldier can micro. Good kiting there by Soldier. Dragoons on the elite axe riders. Skirm on the bow riders. Finally connecting. Axe are melting the skirmishers. Even fighting
Yeah,
under
but the
the
Axe Rider.
TP. Even fighting under a TP which is giving 10% HP boost. But yeah, it's just not enough.
It's not enough.
The French
And
Empire
again,
strikes again on Anatolia, man.
again,
What a game. What a game.
the French take the victory against Lakota on this map, which is one of the best Lakota maps in the game, or a map that really makes Lakota a more powerful civ than they actually are. So
Oh,
maybe
man.
maybe the French are the counterpick. Maybe it is really the counterpick to Lakota.
We have definitely seen that play out today. I think one another factor that happens in these fight, which I notice, is that bow riders can't kite. They just stand and fight pretty well, but they can't kite. So when cures come for a flank, they just absolutely destroy everything. I think we saw this in both the games.
Yeah.
But yeah, very well played by Soldier. I think all the time he pushed for his eco. He had the army there. He used the villagers. He microed very well, and just took the game
Yeah,
despite being
and
behind.
as Rob wrote in the chat, says that the big fight, where Easy was having actually much more mass on the field, was just not going well for him.
True. I think.
I think a part of it was I think the geography again, the cliffs, so he can't really he wasn't able to surround Soldier to put his mass actually into work, and this switched the game in favor of the French.
Yeah, well said. I mean, look at that. 30 more military pop for Easy, and he had very strong units. he had 2 cav cards upgrades from the home city. He had to color soldiers, which are even more pop effective than normal units. But still, because of the superior micro, the geographical, topographical disadvantage, as you mentioned, and the villager pull, man. Let's look at the look right there. Soldier actually lost 17 villagers there. I thought it was just 5 or 6. He lost 17 villagers. But I think another factor was the hunts ran out. So the villagers weren't even that useful, arguably. So I think that was another reason why the villager pull worked so well. But yeah, what a game, man. What a game.
Yeah, what a game. So it's 3-1 for Soldier at this point.
Oof. Yeah. I'll let you
Next
do the talking
game.
for a minute. I think I need to have
Yeah,
a drink
small break.
and I'll just update the score.
Yeah, I will also take a short break and get myself something new to drink.
Excellent point by Julian. Julian saying people put their cav on wills and anti-cav in these Lakota games. The moment they micro well and put the cav on skirms, the fights will be a lot better. I agree with Julian's sentiment, 100%. Especially, hand cavalry like Ulans and Axe Riders. They don't have the highest HP, unlike a Hussar or a Cuirassier. So they are not ideal for, tanking. They are units that you want to sort of hit right where you want. You want them to hit the infantry line, you want them to hit the falconets. They are more like glass cannons rather than tanks. Ooh, big raid by Big Witchy. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So, anyone who has joined now, welcome. This is the second series we are casting tonight. This is Big Soldier versus Easy. And we just had a lovely game on Anatolia, a 30-minute Anatolia game where French prevailed versus the Lakota. So, it's a best of 7, currently in favor of Big Soldier 3-1. And yeah, we'll get into game number 5 very soon. So yeah, let's see what the 5th game is, what the matchup is, what the map is. I'm really hoping Easy wins this game so we can have more games in this epic series. So yeah, I'll just quickly update the matchup in game number 5. Welcome back, man. We just had a nice raid from Vijay.
I was about to say, I come back and Vijay raids us, so thanks, mate.
Yeah. I just hope by the end of the stream, if we can make it to the 200 live viewer mark, that would be insane. On a Tuesday night, getting 200 viewers on Age of Empires 3. Oof. That's the dream, man. That's the dream as a caster.
That's the dream. I mean, the dream would be if we get paid for doing this. That would be my dream.
Oh yeah.
But this is as close as you can get.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the real dream. Mine is a little more grounded, but yeah, one day we might
Yeah.
get there. One day.
So I guess you want to know the next matchup.
Yeah, I think it's easy. China versus Soldiers Ottoman.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly update that. So let me know what people are saying in the chat. What are the comments? What are the predictions? Any big upsets we had in the betting?
Predictions are not started yet. It's called Dream for a reason. Yeah.
I mean, you guys can help us make it a reality, but it's cool. It's cool. So P1 Ottoman and B2 China. So does Easy play a lot of China?
Dream is the official turners from Microsoft with big pool prizes. Yeah, we haven't got one of those for a long time.
Oh yeah. So we'll do what we can to keep that dream alive. But yeah, for now, let's get back to reality. Are you ready, Magus?
I am ready.
So yeah, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin, ladies and gentlemen, with Game 5 in the series, round of 32, ESOC Spring Championships. We have Easy playing China, spawning in the south of the map in the color blue, versus Big Soldier, who's playing the Ottoman civilization, spawning in the north of the map in the color red. Both players going immediately for a trading post start on the map Sud. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this matchup goes. Another classic legacy matchup, China versus Ottoman. What are your thoughts, Vegas, on this matchup?
My thoughts are that Sipahi will kill everything that China gets on the field. I think China. We either see the Chinese death ball sweeping over the Ottomans, or the Ottoman units just wrecking the Chinese.
Yeah, I completely agree. So it's like quality versus quantity. Ottoman just has this way stronger units. Janissaries, Abers, Sipahi, as you mentioned, Falconets, Mamluks potentially. While China, as you famously said, has that death wall going. Just the sheer mass of units which they pop out of nowhere, from the consulate, from the wonder, from the home city, from the barracks. I mean, the China remaster is scary.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it really depends on the counter units, because the Chinese, of course, have the Manchus, for example, in H3, and if they are on the field when the Sipahi are there, then they will counter them quite efficiently. But if the counter units are not in place, the Ottoman power shipments will just punch through the paper tiger that the Chinese army is.
Well put. Well put. So both players getting nice treasures here. China getting the 95 XP and ancient inscriptions teaching the true origins of the universe. Oh man. Now the G Sum Simsi. I don't know if that's racist or not, but Mr. G has gained a lot of ancient wisdom. I don't know, man, if I would be, training disciples and fighting wild animals on this map, if I gained all the universal wisdom. But yeah.
If I had known that punching some random animals in the wild will give me the wisdom of the universe, I'd have done that much sooner.
Now that would be a side. I mean, I don't know about AoE 3 streams, but if you stream that, I'll definitely give you a paid subscription, man.
Stream. ESOC caster Gaius Julius Vegas punches alligator into the face. Next stream. Straight out of the hospital with Peter's lawyers on my ass.
Oh man, love the banter here. But yeah,
just go to the zoo and start fighting with random animals.
You did not hear it here, guys. You did not hear it.
I can't imagine what could go wrong.
ESOC takes no liability for my good friend Vegas. These are the emperor's entertainments. One fine day they'll have gladiators battling it out again instead of playing Age of Empires 3. But we have Easy here. Aging up with a porcelain tower in H2. What do you think about that?
I know that this is kind of the new standard for Chinese, the porcelain tower
Really?
in H2.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, yes, it's yeah.
So
If
what is the
you
age
get
up
the
benefit
resources,
though? Do you get you? It's like 4 villagers, I guess, in H2.
I really don't
Okay.
know. It's
So 2.5 trickle on wood.
free
Yeah.
food, 2.5 wood, and 2.5 coins per second. So it's
Yeah, it's like 5 unupgraded
yeah,
villagers on wood. But
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
see
something like that.
soldier here. He went for the capitalism card. He skipped the 3 villagers. He did not make a house, and now going for a naked FF in H2. So yeah, aging up with the 400 wood, sending 700 coins, 700 wood. No military shipment, no second trading
Yeah.
post, no market, no 5 villagers. This seems like
Both
a
both
hard FF.
both players seems to just play naked FF because the Easy has the French consulate, which is an indicator for a straight FF, sends also 700 coin and 700 wood.
Yeah. So it
So
will be like
we
game
won't
one.
see
We'll
the
have
commerce
another
age.
FF war.
We won't see the commerce age for more than half a minute or something, and we will have a full-blown FF war.
Yeah. And I think Easy knows what's going on. He has scouted the 700 coin crates from the Ottoman. He has not scouted any FP, so he knows what's coming. Soldier, on the other hand, is playing a bit blind. Has not scouted anything that China is doing. Well, China is famous for their fast fortress, but sometimes they do go for H2 builds or even a semi FF with 7 steppy riders. So it can be a little risky to go for a naked FF. Soldier aging up with a marksman, which is I think 4 or 5 Abus gunners. We'll wait
These
and
are
see.
able scanners, yeah,
Hmm.
4. I think 4, but I'm not sure.
Understood. And what do you think Easy will age up with? And
I
interestingly,
think
he
it's.
also has a lot of H4 shipments in deck, so it could potentially even be a semi FI.
I don't think that this will happen, but it is
Mm-hmm.
possible. You have on the one hand the Confusion Academy, which gives you a short time. Yeah, we see the Confusion Academy as in it. You get I think 7, 8 arquebusiers from
Yeah.
that, so you have a power spike in military units,
Mm-hmm.
and it produces the flying crows, but in a really slow rate that you won't see them in the early H3 phase.
Mm-hmm. Right. And
But
I think
when they're on
H3
the field,
flying
they
crows
one shot
aren't.
falconets.
Are you sure though? Even in H3, because I heard everyone kind of underplaying the power of H3 flying crows. Some people even saying they are kind of useless. But yeah,
They
we'll
are
see.
not really good versus a massive infantry. They do a high single target damage.
Mm-hmm.
So they are actually the best if you use it against other artillery pieces. They one shot a falconet.
Mm. Oh, and look at that macro. I bet you
Oh
Spy
bro,
are coming.
it's
Wait,
out of
wait.
sync.
Oh yeah, it is out of sync. Oh man. Oh man. I was about to say, can we have an IP check? Is that Karim playing on soldier account? Dropping 3 town centers
Why is that out of sync?
at 7 minute 30 in the game. But oh man. This hurts to see. I mean, uh
Ah, shite.
so yeah, unfortunately,
You
ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the pitfalls of casting with Rex. Uh, Unfortunately, the second game in this series to go out of sync. Uh,
Yeah, the thing is, this really should not happen. As casters, we should not have to fear that we can't do our job. I call it that now for this sentence. Uh, when we always have to think if it's not live, it could go out
mhm,
of sync, and it's really frustrating. It's a really frustrating thing
yeah,
because it's often really hard to have the time when the games are played, because the games are obviously tailored to the preferences of the players themselves. and this is
Right.
just frustrating.
Right.
The good thing is we will have another game.
Yeah, I just checked. We do have a game 7. So I assume
against
that
6.
Easy would have won that game
this.
because, yeah, Sorry, pardon me. This would be game 6. So yeah, so Easy won the China versus Ottoman game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to
The
see it.
games that Easy wins go out of sync. I see a pattern. I see a pattern. And I don't think this is a coincidence.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I see a great a great conspiracy against the German-speaking players of this community, and I will look into that.
They don't want to show the German wins.
They don't want to see.
What is this propaganda, man? This is some propaganda.
This is propaganda against us.
So interestingly, we have a reverse matchup. So we'll have Soldier playing Lakota and Easy playing French. Interesting.
French.
So this is the third time tonight we are seeing this matchup. And till now, both the times the French Empire has prevailed. The Baguettes have won. Let's see what happens this time. So just let me update the score. So I am not part of the propaganda. So it's 3-2 currently. We have a very close series, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the unfortunate out of sync. It's out of our hands. But yeah, my pleasure to bring you the 6th game in this series, which will be Soldiers Lakota versus Easy's French. Let's see what happens. So yeah, let me go into game screen. And are you ready, Magus?
I am ready. Prediction is out, so on your command.
Okay. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this time we have Easy playing the French civilization, spawning in the south of the map. The map is Manchuria. Honestly, one of my favorite maps. This is the map where you have potential for trading posts, you have potential for water, you have decent resources in base as well. So I think this map really favors greedy builds, and you have livestock. So I mean, the options are endless.
Everything on this map. You have everything on this map. You can play everything you want on this. And what I want is this map. You have the Tengri shrines. We haven't seen any usage of natives in both series as of yet, but this is the best native Civ 4 Lakota because it buffs attack speed for Cav units.
Oh man, that would be insane. Yep. Mounted units move and attack faster, and cavalry train. Oh man, yeah.
Yes.
That seemed insane.
I try not be optimistic because we haven't seen any natives yet in the games, but a little bit a bit of me wishes that we will see Soldier using the native post, the Tengri Shrine.
So we have 4 yaks already for Soldier, and look at the hero name. I think this is one of the. I think this is top 3 hero names for me for sure.
Oh, I love this pun. I really love this pun.
We need a separate prize pools for the most creative hero names, and I nominate Soldier. Soldier.
I'm with you. I'm with you in that one. I want this in my life.
But look at that. Easy borrowing a page out of. Yeah, I love that, man. So Easy borrowing a page out of Soldier's book and going for a 12-10, even eating the yaks on this map. So I mean, we might see something aggressive out of Easy as well. And look at that, 210 age up, 2 commerce age. That is insane. I think he had a food treasure as well, and he ate those yaks. So that is an insane age too.
Yeah.
Soldier is nowhere near aging right now.
The yaks definitely helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see something aggressive from Easy.
But yeah, 7 yaks for Soldier. That's pretty interesting.
I see a card in the Lakota deck that I don't see often because it's like the Siege Archer card for the Brits that makes siege damage from bows and clubmen.
Wait, what?
In H3. I see this card not often.
I didn't even know this card existed. Oh man.
Yeah, it was brought into the game. I don't know, a year back or something. It's a relatively new card and rarely used because you usually don't use your bow and clubman when you are in Fortress
in
Age.
H3 exactly. And I mean, especially in 1v1, siege is not the thing you go for. But yeah, interesting to see Soldier using that in a tournament deck. So he is aging up with the chief, which is the 400 would age up. I'm interested to see will he go for a forward warhead on this map. He does have the 3 trading post card in this deck, so that might be the case. Soldier actually getting revenge and killing the friend scout this game. So yeah, it's payback time.
And what I want to point out to finish with the decks, both players have no anti-water shipments or anything related to water in the decks.
Ah, right. I think at least I like a frigate in the deck because frigate is so strong and you can always cover the mines and the hunts and get some map control.
To be honest, 2 caravels and 1 frigate are kind of obligatory for me if the map has water on it.
True. But interestingly, easy. Okay, so now we finally see a barracks. I was saying easy gathering the 400 wood, but not going for any military buildings. I thought he might even, maybe make a trading post and just go for a naked FF here, maybe. But that's not the case.
It's not.
Looks to me like a Musk semi. But yeah, we'll have to see.
We have the Warhead, the Lakota Warhead in base. So both of them play this defensively.
Interesting. Starting with the 3 trading post card, which I alluded to last game, I think it's a pretty good card because then you don't have to spend the time from your war chief to build all those trading posts. But
as I said, it is convenience that you get from the card because you can build up 3 trade posts without needing your war chief there, and it's good. It's pretty fast.
True.
So definitely, a good card to use. And there are 5 clubs on the field. They will tear down the last trade post. So Lakota wants to get the full trade route for himself.
Yeah, but I think the Musks are the perfect counter to that. And I think Easy might have scouted the clubs, or at least he knows what's going on.
Now he definitely knows that they're there.
Yeah. And clubs pretty decent speed and siege. I think they will be able to kill this trading post. I don't think Easy will be able to deny it. I think a pretty nice build from Soldier. He is sending 700 coin. I think it will be a semi FF, but at the same time he is batching bow riders, so not sure what he's doing right now. I don't think we have Stagecoach in yet. I think he wants to kill the trading post first before getting Stagecoach. Not very sure. But Easy almost has the resources to go H3 unpunished.
And I think, yeah, this is what he should do to age now as he can. Yeah, and he does it with the Exile Prince, so fast age up, of course.
Yeah, I like this build from Easy, honestly. This will be a pretty fast semi FF. He does have 10 musks to defend his sort of base, and also these musks will be useless even in H3 to maybe siege trading post, or even go for a musk falc timing early. So yeah, I do like this opening from him. Soldier on the other hand did actually complete the bow rider batch. I would have liked him to maybe cancel that and just go for H3 himself. Even sending 4 acts, I think that's a mistake.
I think the Musk Falk timing is quite likely because on the one hand, Easy is sending 2 Falks, and on the other hand, he was training more Musketeers in the transition.
Right.
So there will be the timing push. We have 15 musketeers, and he's scattering for the vet upgrade, I think.
No
On the other hand,
stagecoach though
needs.
for Lakota here. I think this is the first Lakota
You're
game we are
right.
seeing without a stagecoach.
And he's aging. He's aging with the messenger. No
Yeah.
stagecoach and age up. This is not what we expected him to do.
Interesting. Maybe he's just scared that, he takes stagecoach but loses the entire stagecoach. Oh, but this will be a good raid. Might get at least one villager.
One, maybe two, but I don't think so. Not even the one. The one survived with
Oh,
1
yeah.
HP or something like that, but
Oh, yeah.
he
Nice
survived.
pull from Easy there. But yeah, this raid is buying him a lot of time, I think.
Yeah. 12 HP.
that's
Easy is
anything.
now pushing the trade route, which isn't upgraded, so it's not even that imperative to tag down, I think.
True. But I think now EC definitely has the much better eco because Lakota doesn't have stagecoach, Lakota doesn't have great hunter.
That for sure, yes. Without the stagecoach, the Lakota eco is not that great.
Yeah. Oh, catching these reinforcing masks for free being quite annoying.
Yes. Really don't want to do that. We have 8 skirms that don't want to be.
Oh yeah, losing
caught
one
off guard
CDB
there.
also. So Soldier actually making the 4-axe payoff. I take my words back. That I didn't like the shipment. Buying time, idling the falconets, idling the army, forcing it back. So yeah, good raiding by Soldier there.
The French push comes way later than it could have been, and that's all in favor of Soldier, who is also in the third age.
True.
Building riflemen, sending more X-Rider. Interestingly.
Another raid
now
from
we see
Easy. He desperately needs some dragoons, I think, to deal with this raid. Adding a stable now, but yeah, keeps getting harassed, and now decides to push the Lakota base.
Yeah, but we have also 5 rifle riders on the field, and I think this fight could run unfavorable for Easy.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because of unit composition.
Yeah, I think
and now he's getting surrounded. I think he's getting surrounded now.
Yeah. Okay, good cover by Easy though, not letting those axe kill him. But now Soldier comes in, Musketeers pulled in melee. Oh man, that's a miss macro. That's a miss micro right there. The musks were not attacking. That is sad. That is very sad.
The Falks were open to attack. And now
that's just
this
GG.
is a clear.
This is just
This
GG.
is a clear. This is GG.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. We'll have to ask Easy whether it was a micro mistake, whether it was a game bug, whether it was lag, because it felt like the 25 musketeers did not attack for like 2 seconds when he put them in melee, and the axe riders just clean them up. But
it could be that attack move does sometimes weird things.
Yeah,
it could be anything, but this is unfortunate.
Yeah,
and sadly, the last game of this series is quite short and quite unspectacular because of that.
But at least, the Lakota Empire struck back. Lakota S-tier conspiracy is still alive and well. But yeah, well played by Soldier though. That was a good surround. I really liked the raids with the 4 axe riders and the bow riders. Kept Easy idled, kept his army back, had enough time to sort of remass, and then, just the while the Musk engagement was unfortunate for Easy, I think Soldier still would have won that fight.
I think because of the unit composition and the military pop, it was in favor of Soldier, but that it was this one-sided as it was an unfortunate turn of events, I think.
True. I think Easy, I don't know why Easy felt like he was on a timer. I honestly think Easy's economy was better. He should have just waited for Dragoons and maybe shipped the 2 Falconet later, because I don't think Easy needed to push at all. He had the better
I
economy.
think if you send Falconets against Lakota, you do it as long as they're not in Fortress Age, because H2 is usually infantry mass. So the Falk push had be the first thing to happen.
Oh yeah, that
That would be my assessment of that situation. I think it was also Soldier chose not to upgrade the trade route, chose to do some sort of semi-FF himself, and I think that was not expected to happen.
Yeah, that's also
I think
true.
that was quite unexpected for Easy there. And he prepared to march with Musk Falk and siege down the trade route, maybe claim it for himself. And this behavior of Soldier was just unexpected.
Yeah, that's another valid point. We'll have to ask the players themselves, but I think that's a very fair assessment of the game. But yeah, congratulations to Big Soldiers. Well played by Easy though, taking the two games. I have to say that we couldn't see those two games. Sometimes happens with the OS issue. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm really
very
sad
nice
that we couldn't
series.
see the two games. It makes the series look way more one-sided than it actually was.
Yeah, and I think even
But
in the couple of games like the French versus Lakota game, Easy was ahead. And even in the USA game, USA versus Spain game, first one, Easy did have a slight advantage in early H3. So I mean
yeah,
the series was way closer than the score suggests,
the
as you said.
first game, as I said, I think the decision, the decision-making point was the Pulaski's Legion shipment over the Kentucky Hunter shipment. I stand by
Yeah.
that opinion.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Lakota versus French on Anatolia, it was one fight that went worse for Easy than expected, and it should been, I think, because the terrain made a surround impossible. So some unfortunate events happened, but I think they were good games, nice to watch. Great, and
Yeah, it was a pleasure casting these games, and and even bigger pleasure casting with your co-casting with your Majesty. So yeah.
yeah, it was it. Casting with a loyal subject is always a pleasure.
You honor me, Your Grace. But yeah, definitely, these were two sort of long series. Having a co-caster really helps, and especially with the overlay and all, and the charts and predictions, helping all that. And it's just a fun time. I mean, we do this out of as a hobby, as a love for the game, as a love for the community. So yeah, and lovely to see the more than 170 viewers and listening to us banter and witness these games, witness these two great series in the round of 32. So just as a side remark, the winner of this series, I'll just see the brackets once. So yeah, Soldier, the winner of this series, will play another German legend. He will play Lucas L in the round of 16.
Nice. As another chance for the German league to
So yeah.
show our worth and power.
So yeah, you can get to coaching Lucas in advance.
I will coach every one of them. I'm this good. I will do. I know every Civ, and I will coach our top players. I know everything about this game.
But yeah, thank you everyone for
I'm not
tuning in.
just a 1300 ELO Sweden main.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's 1 a.m. for me. I'll have to say good night. If you can just give any closing remarks, if you want to get a raid going. But yeah, I'll have to leave ASAP. So good night, everyone. Thank you for listening. And
who to raid? Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see who to raid. Who is on? We could raid Lazarus Vaz, I think.
Yeah, let's go for that. So yeah, again guys, like, subscribe, share, consider donations if you enjoyed this series. It takes a lot of effort to bring you these series. And yeah, next week we'll be bringing you the round of 16 games. I think the first game would be on Thursday. But yeah, we'll keep you all updated. And yeah, thank you for watching and good night. And yeah, see you, Magus.
Bye.
Hopefully we co-cast again.
Yeah, hopefully it was fun. This was great fun casting with you.
Yeah, okay then. Bye.
And